everyone. Good evening. My name is Andrew Valdez, and we are here once again with Trademark Heroes. We're going to do our introductions and then go over a few things, and then we're going to start the game off. So let's go right over here to my right.
Hi, my name is Ariel. I am playing Cadvin Tarlet, a human multi-class druid wizard.
Hello, everyone. My name is Scott. I'm playing Kariba, Warforged Samurai.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm playing Azrael, the Minotaur Sorcerer.
Hello, my name is Thomas. I'm playing Lucian Straitland, Fallen Asimir Conquest Paladin.
I'm Megan. I'm playing Kimba Allwright, the human trickster cleric.
I'm Cody Stone. I am playing Mordecai, the Beastmaster Ranger. Wood Elf Beastmaster Ranger.
What up?
Satisfaction abounds. I don't know. I
Mexican, man. You got work on this. You got like 5 minutes.
Racist.
Oh. What race did I tell you?
Megan told me human and no one corrected her.
Oh. Truxican. I'm a Truxican hunter.
Fuck you.
I
What else?
am a Matters.
You're a Mexican?
Yeah, Truxican.
A Luxodon.
I'll be human.
No,
it's already went out.
I'm being a human. Yes.
This game's off to a great start
I'm
already,
not
guys.
good at it, but I am.
Are you really being a human?
Yes, I'll
Or
be,
are you
yeah.
dancer?
I'm really a human.
Prancer and Vixen.
That was a good one.
Very rarely gets a
Okay,
cold
well, I don't know. You
jokes
tell
in
me
the
what I
conversation.
am.
You didn't hear that?
You were a wood elf. You were majestic. Look at you now.
No, that's the Killers.
Why are we human or are we dancers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought that was Coldplay.
No, that's the Killers.
Oh, thank God.
Are we human or are we dancing?
No, dancer. It's not
Dancers.
It's
Dancers.
Dancer.
I always thought it was dancing, but still, that's Killers.
Oh,
Sure.
Dancer.
Okay. I'm gonna like it. But I also like Coldplay. I'm that person.
All right, well, welcome to our music segment. Actually, we're missing our music guy tonight. Dakota Cloud is sick, so filling in for us tonight is Cody, which is going to be fantastic. And aside from that, we will be missing Carl for quite a few games. Carl had some things going on personally. We wish him all the best, wish him all the luck, and hopefully we'll see him back at the table soon. Other than that, announcements. Hey,
So guys, we did our event this past Saturday. It was a huge success. Thank you guys for being there. If you guys are interested in that, please reach out to us at randomencounterproductions.com, and we can work on setting up a league. Other than that, we have some new designs coming out in the Threadless store probably next week. So keep your eyes peeled for those. And yeah, I got nothing major. Share our stuff. We're going to be back tomorrow night for Disasters in Danger. Then we've got something, I don't know what, on Friday, but it'll be fun. That I know. And then Saturday, we're probably back to Gloomhaven.
Hey, Cody, do you know what today is?
What is today?
Today is Juneteenth.
Hey!
You know what that is now?
That's right. It's recognized as the day that slavery ended.
That's correct.
And you know how I learned that?
Trivia.
Yes.
Power Team Trivia.
which is next Tuesday, and for anyone in the Orlando area.
There you go. So
See how I worked that in?
you did. You brought it around. I am proud of you. Well done. Well done.
full circle.
She was like, you know what today
Last
is?
impressive thing I'll do all night.
Don't worry. I'm sure I'll give you tons of opportunities to try at least.
I love opportunities like that. I love waving at them as they pass.
Wonderful. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. Yeah,
That's
normal. An oddly normal week for us here at Random Encounter Productions. Next week, however, we do have some special shows. We've got Scion happening Friday night. Andrew will be running that, and then on next Tuesday, we're going to be doing Scarred Lands, Charred Lands, something else from City and Path. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
Groovy.
Scarred Lands. I can char them if I want to.
Yeah, exactly. It's role playing, baby.
Yeah.
Um.
That's
so
what I got.
cool, excellent, great announcements, great things coming up in the future. Other than that, let's dive into tonight's game. So to catch everybody up to speed, if this is your first episode of Trademarks, hello, welcome, thanks for watching. We have discovered that there was a corrupting force that attacked the Library of All-Knowing deep in Bruxen, the second layer to the Beast Wilds and the Fey Wilds. Heroes were called to the library to help purge the library of this darkness, whatever this tome might have done damage-wise inside of it. Once our heroes arrived, they fought back the essence that was inside of the library to reconnect themselves with their demigods. Their demigods, once they had, it was very sneaky. I really appreciate it. It just slowly kept doing it. I was like, just rip it off, Lord.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, so they purged the library of the darkness, reconnected with their demigods, had a very quick conversation with Agma, the All-Knowing, who is the god of the Library of All-Knowing, and all things that are literature, artistic, and basically anything written down. The god of knowledge, so to speak, for all of the Forgotten Realms. With this, they were brought into their first story with this knowledge of knowing they needed to fix everything that had been damaged or that it would be changed with mankind forever and possibly have horrific repercussions. Some even being that it could wipe out an entire existence of a certain type of person, race, civilization. The variables were too unknown, so the group insisted that they actually help, for the most part. So the first story they dove into was the Wizard of
M.
And a very familiar story to most. It was about a witch who had a house drop on her, a young girl who found a pair of shoes. The pair of shoes made the other witch on the other side of the country very jealous that she had them, which spiraled into the young girl learning to fight her own battles and to rely on friends around her to help when she needed it most, and eventually go back home and bringing the lessons with her. However, when our heroes arrived, they had arrived and this witch that was supposed to die did not indeed die. She was close, but not quite there. Knowing that if she were to be reunited with her sister, who is the other witch on the other side, they would become quite unstoppable at that point, and the book would become not the same by any means, and the lessons learned from this writings would change and alter probably a lot of humankind's personality. Luckily, the group did catch up to the Wicked Witch. They killed her. They took Dorothy's place and boasted to the Wicked Witch of the East or West that they had indeed done the things they had done, setting the course correct, and everything went as it was supposed to from that point on. Returning back to the Library of All-Knowing, they were given their next assignment after a long rest, to which a piece of pottery, a large piece of pottery, was brought out with Greek symbols all along the sides of it, but no picture depicting in the center. The picture was blank. It was very noticeable that this was probably a piece that was done to some form of Greek literature, to which immediately Azriel looks at it and goes, "Oh, I know this story very well," and that is where we pick up our story now. Azriel, looking at it, you're very aware of a certain story that involves a very strong orc, the strongest orc in the lands, by the name of Hercules.
This is why you didn't mention it beforehand, because you knew I wouldn't come, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is it. Hercules had been the Faerun's most, pretty much any warrior, barbarian, anything that is strength-based, strives to be Hercules. Heroes want to be just like him with the 12 long. I'm gonna keep saying it. She's gonna die slowly. So, Hercules. Anyways.
It's a sword, Sporcules.
Hercules.
With this information, you recollect a lot of this. this information for yourself. You recognize the piece. The piece isn't as important as the story that was once on it. So lucky for you, you know the story, but it's not too much of a focus. The piece looks perfectly fine and pristine.
It's so beautiful.
Nothing is cracked, nothing is chipped. It still looks the way it was when it was originally made. So the vase is put in between all of you, and you see Thomas Bookbinder walks up and goes, "Well, good luck, heroes," and it starts to spin on itself, and you all get and sucked right into the vase. Everything goes dark. There is a long period of silence, and all of you feel like you're awakening once again out of a sleep. This time, you are awakening in an inn. The inn is not like cots that you're used to, however. There is a thin piece of cloth that is covering over literally a stone. And that is what is the bed. All of you rise at your own pace, and you may now adventure how you see fit.
Is there anything else in the room besides the slabs?
You're just in like a regular room, so there's shelves, there's just the bed, there's a door. It's kind of just like a tavern room, like a cheaply made one.
Okay.
So I do not know what time we're dropping to.
Azrael sits up in the same bed as you and starts talking. I'm just kidding.
Again.
Mark number 2.
Gotta catch them all.
You guys are in the same room. You're just in different beds. But as Azrael sits up, Azrael is actually an orc.
Oh, summer beach.
Is anyone else changed?
No, everybody else looks the same except for Azrael.
It's just the Minotaur.
The Minotaur is the only one that got changed.
I grab my strong bed and lift.
Oh, you actually lift it.
Son of a bitch. I am not that strong.
Are you feeling alright?
It's just because the bed is. He walks over, and he's like, "That's not that heavy."
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I'm gonna sit there and try to lift up my bed. Just be like, eh.
I go to the nearest window and look outside.
You look outside, and as you look out, it is a cascading Greek city with white pylons that reach up into the sky, and you can see the roofs on them are quite large. Everything looks like it's made out of pearl of how white it is. The stone stairways that lead down these things lead into dirt roads. The dirt roads are quite flat. You can see chariots that are being pulled one direction. People are walking. They all have these long, flowing white toga-esque gowns on with sandals only. And some are wearing straight-up armor. And it is just like leather-bound armor with straps that go down. You can see what it apparently looks like guards for sure, because they walk together side by side. It looks like the hustle and bustle of a rather large city. Not really quite too sure where you're at, but you can see outside after you give me a perception check.
All right, got 14.
14, that's not bad. You can see that there is a small gnome that looks like he's running from in front of your window one side, and he's running another direction, and you see him like trying to talk to people, and still no one's paying attention to this little gnome. And then he turns around, and then he just like starts moving back the other way, and you can see like,
I yell, "Hey, gnome!"
do you open the window?
Yeah.
So you open up the window, and you yell out, "Hey, gnome!"
Yeah.
All right. So yelling out, "Hey, gnome!" The gnome looks at you and goes, "Hi." Hello. How? All right, bye. And then he continues like moving. And he's like, "Excuse me, have you seen an orc around?" And like you see, like, "No, I haven't seen no orc." And like they keep on moving through everyone.
They're looking for an orc.
Oh, no. First things first.
Just a gnome.
Yeah, we do.
Adequate.
Right.
I guess let's go.
I'll relay how it looks like to everybody else.
Can I
Everybody
do
know
a
that
quick
there's
like
guards.
over his shoulder, look out the window? Is it just what races are out there?
There is a good amount of humans. There's actually an okay mixture. It's a good balance between humans. There's a couple of elves that you'll see every once in a while. A lot of halflings trying to sell stuff on like you just see them like moving around. There are no orcs that you can see of at the moment, and there's nothing that is out of the norm of regular humanoid types like the mass forms. So
And
no
no-
tieflings,
No monster races.
no monster races for sure,
Okay.
and no beast like that you can tell right now are in this area either.
Gonna real quick not pass without a trace, but disguise self. So I'm wearing toga clothes,
Okay.
but still in black
Elegant,
because aesthetic.
but darkness at the same time.
That's right.
You even have like for your broocher that's up here, your broche. That's it's like a little skull.
All right. Oh, I feel like we're giving off a wrong impression, but I'm about it. Let's do it.
I guess it's time to act heroic.
It's a skull as in like a Shakespearean type soul.
I know what skulls are.
All right, just making sure. It's not like this like screaming like Voldemort style skull that's on your shoulder.
Look at my keystone. It's got a skull on it.
Cool.
I
All right. So I'm gonna open the door, and after everybody else,
I'm going to puff my chest and strut my stuff.
And you're going right out. All right.
Right behind
And,
him. I'm his bodyguard.
You guys also notice that you have a new
Shit,
companion.
who are
today.
you?
oh,
We are terrible at this. Somebody's going to kill us while we sleep one day.
He's silently kind of brooding in the corner just a little bit. Because you
I
guys
didn't
haven't
even
said hi to him. He
see
got like
him.
sucked down a pottery tube and nobody said anything to him yet.
well, hello, welcome.
Hello,
What's your name?
Mordecai.
That's a cool name.
Oh, who are you?
I'm Cadvin.
Cadvin.
Yes, I'm Cadvin.
All right.
I'm probably one of the more normal ones you'll meet today. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Kariba.
Okay, this is
good.
great.
This is
This-
going great.
So when you're looking at these two as they're introducing themselves, you see a young boy, black hair,
Mm-hmm.
robes, with a staff that he's holding. And next to him is like a full-on samurai outfit. He has
Mhm.
like the full like plating armor that goes down.
Mm-hmm.
But where his face is, at first you think it's a mask, and you're like, oh wait, no, that's mechanical. That's an actual face. Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then this handsome orc in front of you.
On any other day, I'm Azrael, but today,
You're still wearing your regular clothes.
oh shit.
So
Orcles.
you have your robes on and everything still, and you have your pike.
I grabbed the bed sheet.
Oh man.
Hey there, Lucian.
And then you see a paladin. You're in medium armor, right? Yeah. So medium armor, Azamar with the celestial type features, very suave to look at. And then, of course, our last.
Right, some Kimba.
Right now, you're seeing Kimber with her nice little fancy toga,
Mm-hmm.
finally locked in.
It's a keton if we're in Greece.
It's a keton. That's correct. You are correct. As Romans are the ones who wear
Togas.
togas. Correct. You got me. Perfect.
Well,
Introductions
well-
are great. So
At least I knew the difference.
I
Well,
volunteer Kimber to go first. Lead the way.
all right.
I
Right.
believe in you.
Sort of fish around, get the longbow out and string it and put it over.
Okay.
And there's a sort of bird of prey sitting on my shoulder, full mask with this long, slightly curled beard coming off the chin, with some red like sashes
Mhm.
sort of around the neck and around the head, and archery bracers up the arms.
Cool.
Some simple leather armor.
And does what is your hawk's name?
That would be Bloodwing.
Bloodwing. Perfect.
Yes.
And do you have a name for your god yet? Or are we still working on that?
Yeah. No, we don't. We'll work on that.
I'll name him Atari for now.
That sounds good.
The god of the video game.
Kaliko.
Kaliko. Yeah, there we go.
As long as he's not
So,
EA.
I guess I would know from the stories that Hercules went bare-chested plenty. So I'm gonna strip off my armor and wear the bed sheet.
Okay.
He's just
So
like, turn away, guys.
I like to investigate. I have to disguise myself with them then.
12. You go. And you just take a sheet off the bed and you just like start wrapping it around yourself.
Can I try
He's pretty strong
costuming?
with something.
Costume?
Can I try costuming everyone?
You sure can?
All right, with these shitty bed sheets.
Alright,
Right?
go ahead,
Now
roll.
it's a toga party. All right.
Roll me a
Wow.
You're
deception
looking
I
check.
know, right? I love that.
It's so natural looking. on you.
Perception?
I'll switch.
Deception.
I
Yeah.
feel impeded.
Nobody's ever gonna tell.
Cool, that's a 5.
They look like they're wearing dresses. So mission accomplished.
Phenomenal. This is not my time.
Except for me, I look
period.
like a ghost with
Just for shits and giggles, when nobody can see, I'm just gonna try to
It's
cast
the
a
Grinch
cantrip.
when he wore.
Make sure it
I
works.
think
You
it's
cast-
too
It's called
big.
Killed.
So loud.
It's fine. It gives you lots of room to.
Do I look like a girl?
I don't think these people really see the world through that lens. Oh, we've got to get one for your bird,
So
don't
much
we?
less restrictive.
No, you leave
Yes.
blood alone, all right?
No,
Wow.
Sure, go ahead.
no bird.
Can I try to put a toga or whatever on the
Keto.
bird?
Oh,
Is he
you
gonna
know-
let you?
No, you're not putting a. You can. You want to try to pet him?
Ooh, do it.
You sure can.
I do.
Non-hostile bite happens on your hand. It's pretty fast too. You're like, oh my god! Thank God it didn't want to kill me in that moment.
Oh my God! Thank God it didn't want to kill me in that moment.
There it is.
It's weird. I heard this voice first, and then you said it.
It's like an echo machine in here.
Cool.
Well,
You're really taking your armor off.
Gotta play the part.
It doesn't really wear armor to begin with. He's in robes usually. So
I don't know. It's fine. It feels weird.
okay, so you head out of the rooms into like the main tavern area of this inn. You can see that there is just a human bartender sitting behind the bar, just cleaning one of the cups in that traditional NPC sense, just doing his usual thing. He looks up and he goes, "See you next time," and just keeps on with what he was doing as you guys make your way. Do you want to head out or do you want to stop here? What do you want to do?
I think we should find that kid.
Kate.
But no.
No,
Oh.
he's looking for an orc. He's fine.
And you are an orc.
It appears that way.
in the physical sense.
I want to walk up to the bartender. Do you know where we are? Like, what is this city? Is this a city? Is this a town? Where are we?
He looks at you and he goes, "You don't know where you are?"
We had a shit ton to drink last
yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah,
Still drinking.
I mean, you guys
still
came in
drinking. She's still drinking.
still drinking. Well, you are at the bottom of Mount Olympus right now, at this current moment.
Well,
Starting
that's
Is
a
there any
start.
guided tours?
Guided tours. I'm sure if you offer someone coin outside, they will gladly take you somewhere. Actually, there's a gnome who's been annoying me for the past 30 minutes outside those doors. I'm sure if you ask him, I will pay you to take him away from that door.
How much?
1 gold.
Each phenomenal.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
He looks at you and goes, 1 gold's good enough, and he puts the gold on the thing.
All right. We'll be back later.
All right.
One
Take
gold.
1 whole gold.
What are we gonna do?
Lucian, I
We
expected
made so
better
much
from
money.
you.
So what do you guys want to do?
Find the gnome. Get the
All
gnome.
right,
Go to the
I'm
gnome?
gonna- Yep, we're gonna go to the
Gnome,
gnome.
Mordecai?
Let's go find a gnome.
All right.
I
So you
open
guys
the
head
door.
out the door, and immediately upon walking out the door, he slams into you as if he was trying to walk through the doors at the same time. Who's leading? You? This little gnome goes, "Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Have you seen an orc?" And like he sees you.
Are you looking for an autograph?
No, you look different.
Oh,
I mean, we'll take what we can get.
Flex my pecs.
Make a deception check.
14, 15, 16, 17.
He goes, "Either way, we have to hurry. We have to hurry. We have to get you to the riverside. I can't believe you almost left without me. Like you were your best friend. Like we've been through so much together. Wait, where's your gear?
Got a little drunk last night. Don't remember. Do you remember?
You lost relics?
That's what those
Where were you drinking?" This is a genuine face of horror on him right now.
were. Not quite sure. Maybe you can help us backtrack.
Backtrack.
Yeah, let's do the once around.
What direction did you go first?
Well, I woke up here.
What is it you're missing?
Relics.
What is it he's missing?
He's missing, well, the cloak,
Yeah, what's that look like?
a giant lion's head
Oh, yeah.
attached to the body that goes across your back.
Oh, right,
right.
I
That
remember
thing that
one.
doesn't let you get stabbed from behind anymore.
Gonna need that.
oh.
The shield,
Yeah.
the sword,
Yeah.
the cuffs.
Yeah.
That-
We should find those. Any ideas?
Yeah, he looks nervous now.
Where do we normally go?
Make another deception check at
Shield,
disadvantage though.
Sword, cuff, cloak. It's just those four. That's all he said.
Shield, sword.
So it's gonna be a 6. Deception plus 3, so that's 9.
9. Looks at you and he goes, I don't think you're Hercules. Like, you're an orc, that's for sure. Like, but I don't think Hercules would have let anybody ever take, no matter how much drunk he got.
Oh, Hercules. Horcula, that's who we thought you were talking about.
So then you lost Hercules.
You lost
Yes,
Hercules?
yes,
Where,
he-
he was drunk.
Where'd you leave
You
him?
lost Hercules?
can you detect other orcs?
No, that's silly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know.
What kind of a
Where
friend
did
are
you leave
you?
I'm the friend that
You're his
writes the
best
things down. That's
friend.
all I do. I don't
lost
know
Hercules.
What's your name?
Hercules.
What's your name?
My name is Phil.
Phil.
Oh,
It's terrible, Phil. Where'd you leave Hercules?
Last I saw him, he was with Nessos, right? No, Nessos. That's why I need to find him. Where was he? Either way, Nessos has his wife.
Nessos has Hercules' wife.
Correct.
We want to get the wife or we want to get Hercules? I need you to focus here.
How much does he like his wife?
Hercules. How much does he like his wife?
Yeah.
A lot.
Then it stands to reason he's gone after the wife, yeah?
I would assume so, but I don't know why he would go without me.
Maybe for your protection.
But he would need, and then you see him like he like reaches into like a bag that's on his back, and you see him pull out this giant arrow, and he goes, he needs this to kill Nessos if he's gonna kill him.
Right.
So realizing
I heard he wasn't too bright.
He's very uncompromisable or like unreasonable whenever he's mad. So I guess it would make sense. And then like you see him like he goes to like put the arrow back in. Like,
I'll just-
you help him. Okay, as you hold it,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that there's just a slight drip that comes off the tip of it
Okay.
as you put it back into the bag.
realizing that I'm now not Hercules, I'm gonna go grab my glaive real quick.
Okay. Yeah. You
Gonna
go
want
grab
that.
your stuff. He goes, okay. Well, if he's going to chase after her, that means they're gonna follow the river down to the entrance of the underworld. That's where they're gonna go. It's right at the foot of Mount Olympus, and there's the ferry that is there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, but we'll follow you.
I've heard.
I shake my head in acknowledgement.
So, oh boy,
Oh,
Do you know where this is?
how have you survived so long without the gods?
I mean, Underworld sounds like it's, you know.
Can I make
Under the
a
world?
history check to see what I know?
You sure can.
Nothing.
What was it?
7.
7? You get a little bit off of it. There's one point with your history that your demi kind of like yells down at you and he goes, we've played this before.
Herc's Adventure.
Yeah.
There's a dog in the way.
Pretty sure. It's a good chance. This is some in-game material
Okay.
for Herc.
Okay.
So, not really quite sure, but that's about as much as you've gathered in this. Do you want to make a history check as well?
Definitely.
Sure can. Go for it.
6.
6 total?
Yeah.
Roll at advantage because this is your topic. Even worse.
4.
Even worse. All right.
I'll make one.
I'm gonna leave it with his
Okay.
just for this one. Next one if I need you to.
Okay.
Same thing, except he's more telling you at that point. And you're like, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, man. Cool. So he begins pathing now. He's moving pretty quickly.
Do you know where
Through the
you're
city.
going?
I know where the river is. After that point, I don't really know where I'm going after that, but you know.
All right, hold on. I got you. If you give me like 10 minutes.
Okay. What'd you like to do?
I'd like to stare at the sheet for a few more minutes. Give me. Where the hell are you? I just had you. Oh, for fuck. Guiding hand.
Guiding hand.
Yeah, as a ritual. So tiny incorporeal hand directs me to one major landmark I name that's on the same plane.
Okay.
I'd like to go to Nesso's house.
Nesso's house.
Well, I assume that's where he is.
So
Nesso's bar. Nesso's.
make a history check, and you can make it at advantage because now he is.
Well, he said there was a river and a mouth to the underworld.
Yeah,
Is that where we're going? Or
I
are we
think you're
going-
confused at who Nesso is, so that's what you're figuring out right now. This is your demi intervening at this
Okay.
point.
Help me,
Yeah.
Carol. Oh,
That's good.
wait, with advantage? Oh, that's
Yeah.
a 1. That's better. So what was it again?
History.
19.
19. Yeah, good choice. So as you go to take a step and like you're about to start casting guiding towards Nesso's house, you hear Carol with the sea. She comes up and she goes, I'm pretty sure Nesso's is a god.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Carol.
No problem. Ciao, darling. As she leaves.
Raspberries.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Nessos is a god.
Can I roll a religion check to see what type of god he is?
Sure can.
God.
No, you can't.
It's a pretty simple DC, so
14.
don't be disgruntled. That's a good roll. Nessos is the first centaur. So he is the centaur god, so to speak. So, and he does have a home on the mortal plane, but it is nowhere near here. And it is not anywhere that is going to be accessible, like, in a quick distance.
So we have to go to the underworld and then.
No, they're not in the underworld yet.
Okay.
They're saying that's the direction they're heading.
Okay.
That's the way he is seeing them. If he's going somewhere, that's the way Nessos is going to try and run away to.
Okay.
So,
Onward.
awesome. You going to follow the gnome?
Yeah.
Anybody want to try anything else?
No.
Nope.
No?
All in all.
Good?
I got nothing. Go for it.
All right. So you guys take off, moving through the city. Go ahead and pick 2 people in the party for survival checks, please.
I'll take it.
There you go. You want to just let him take it flat out? You can just have advantage instead.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
go for it.
survival.
Survival at advantage, please.
Because it's wisdom.
19.
19, nice. Yeah, so at first, this little gnome's blazing, moving fast. You can tell that he probably has to keep up with Hercules a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like zip, zap, zip, zap, but you're keeping beat with him the whole time, and the rest of the party is able to see you moving, so you don't lose him anywhere in the crowds. As you guys traverse the city, you do cross through a bazaar at a certain point. Huge market area with produce and product and animals, livestock, everything that you can imagine in this one area. Who is wisdom based in this? You and you, right?
Secondary.
Go ahead and make me perception checks, you two.
Can I give Blood a little... When I'm tracking the gnome, I figure I'd let Blood
Sure.
fly around. He can
So advantage for you
look around and
with Keenson.
give us a little help.
16. 16?
16's better.
16's better. You are more focused on keeping up with the gnome. You're not really paying attention to your surroundings as you're going through. You just barely out of the corner of your eye, it happens for a second. It's one of those weird moments where you catch someone staring at you. And it's not a staring as in like, oh, wow, that's a cool looking chick. It's a staring as in like, I know you, I'm looking at you, and then they're gone.
Nope.
Not enough time to really distinguish what they looked like, but you got that eerie sense that someone was staring at you long enough as you're moving quickly through a crowd. And as you look at them, it's like that weird moment where you go to look at the monster and the monster's just not there. But you do continue forward. You make it to the other side of this area, and you see that it actually goes down this huge stairwell to a large river. The gnome is attempting to jump down from step to step as fast as he can, but you can tell that maybe stairs are not his best friend.
Do you want a hand, honey?
He takes it immediately. He goes,
Oh.
nobody ever offers me help.
Oh, do you want on my shoulders?
No, he
Okay. A word would have been fine. That's all right.
don't have to ask me twice.
Is he a gnome or is he like a?
He is a
He's a
gnome.
little fawn. Okay.
He's a little
So he
little
has
tiny gnome.
Like chunky baby legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems that he's a pretty young gnome. He's not amazingly young, but he's still by gnome standards pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Make your way down to the edge of the river, and you can see once you get away from where the bricks are as you're starting to follow towards the mountain, you see that there is a drag mark, and there's another drag mark next to it, and then there's a swipe on it.
On the drag mark?
Yeah, on the ground. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty deep into the ground. It looks like it was definitely dug with one more slice through it. And there you go. And you
Drag
can see it's,
hashtag?
yeah, and it looks like it's done with a sword.
Hmm.
It's just 1, 2, swipe, and then it's keeps on moving forward.
So high.
No. Not without the extra line. It's just the H.
Oh. Hey, honey. Does that look familiar to you?
He looks down and he goes, "Oh, he's leaving us a trail."
Is
Oh,
that
thank
your
God. I
voice?
thought we
Is
were
that
going to
your
have to track
voice?
him.
Is that his handwriting?
Yeah, he's probably moving quickly, so he's not a man of well, he used a sword. I don't know how much else to tell you.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, you guys want to take off?
Yeah, does it look like it went down the bank or it went across the river or?
It is you can see the trail in front of you, and the way he swiped, it looked like you could see that he was moved, and then he would move forward. You can see a little bit of footmarks on the ground.
Okay, but it looks like he hasn't crossed the river.
No, the river is quite massive, and there's not really a trail on the other side.
That's
Then
Yeah.
cool.
He's
Yeah.
trying to move quickly, I'm assuming. So,
No boat.
No, actually, you can make a nature check if you'd like.
I'll move to the front and prepare to track and scout.
Sounds
as we
good.
Go.
Survival check for me, please.
11.
11. River is moving opposite.
Okay.
So it would be, you'd be going upriver if you try to use a boat.
So
21.
21. Nice. Perfect. You keep beat with the tracks. You can actually tell which ones are Hercules' feet because it's definitely the largest of the prints. And at a certain point, you can see where a lot of like the trail kind of trails off into cabins that are outside of the city. And then those trails kind of stop and the trail kind of diminishes into more of a forest. And then the trail just is gone suddenly. And you're just traversing. But you're keeping beat pretty easily because he's a pretty large dude. And he's knocking down bushes.
Yeah.
He's literally slicing his way through stuff as he's going. You even see like a half dead tree that is completely pushed out of the way. Like he just threw it probably with one arm. He is definitely hauling ass through this forest. So with a 21 for survival, somebody just give me a perception check. Just one person.
Get him, blood.
Go for it.
That's a 5.
5. Okay. You travel for about an hour. Go ahead and roll this d6 for me.
why is it so big?
2.
2. Cool.
How many of us make it out of this?
You continue for about an hour, and roughly about the hour point, you both immediately sense something is watching you.
Is it that thing from the fucking city again?
No.
Ah, that's worse.
And give me a general wisdom check.
Okay.
Or a nature check. It could be either one of those if you have proficiency in nature.
Same for me. It's going to be 16.
16. Cool. You realize you are in a very unadvantageous point right now with how wide open everything is. And you see there are 6 leather armored, looks like bandits that walk around from the trees. And one of them looks to be definitely the leader as you see a large clothed armored but with wool pelts wielding a huge 2-handed axe comes out. Goliath swings it upwards and he goes, "Now what you doing in my forest,
You looking at Bloodwing? You looking at Blood? They looking at you, Blood. I'll draw the bow and shoot him in the head.
Go for it. Roll for attack.
I have advantage on attacks against creatures that have not acted in combat yet.
You got it.
Natural 19 plus
All right,
7.
that hits for sure. Roll damage.
He's a Goliath,
He is a
Okay.
Goliath.
so not a monster.
As they say.
He is
when
not a
in Rome.
monstrosity.
As
Seven
Romans do.
7 points of damage.
7 points of
Whammy,
damage.
wow.
Nice.
I don't think it's built yet. It wasn't done in a day. Oh yeah, that's right.
You go, girl.
Thank you, Troll Heston.
Said 7 points of damage?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and flip everybody.
You shuffle.
All right, and just before we begin combat, who
No, you're good.
is you are leading,
Mm-hmm.
and you are somewhere in the front as well, right?
Preferably in the back, but I think these two are in the front.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'm
So you want to be in the front or back?
Front.
Front,
Middle.
middle,
I'm behind him.
behind him.
Why behind me? Should be in front of me.
So in front of him,
Wow. Okay.
I'll be
I hold
last
behind
or
him.
closest to last.
It doesn't matter.
behind or front.
I'll just be next to him.
Next to him. Perfect.
Yeah, I got enough room.
All right. So right now, the way I have it lined up is a paladin and you up in front. Have you somewhere in the middle. You're back here with her, him, and then
Oh,
where are
in
you?
the end,
You're on the end as well.
Yeah.
The very end.
I'll be the last. Yeah,
All right. So you have 1, 2, 3. All right. So the 3.
through on
Yep.
the other side.
Yep. And then the Goliath is directly ahead.
You said there's no cover.
There is no cover here.
The three on the sides, are they Goliaths as well, or are they normals?
Oh no, they're just humans. The Goliath is the only one who's most notably like.
Goliath, okay.
Yeah, he's the Goliath.
Cool!
All right, Ace. Ace.
Nice.
Ace.
Ace. Ace. All right. I'll let you two go first. Go for it. What do you want to do?
Gosh, I'm prepared for this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would like to do. All right. So coming in, I'm a little bit frazzled.
Mhm.
It's big, right? He's a Goliath.
The
So
Goliath is quite big,
he's big.
but you have
Mhm.
3 that are off to your right as well, and 3 that are off to your left as well.
All right. Thank you. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start off poison spray. Can I
Poison
do that?
spray.
Yes,
All right. Who are you aiming for?
I'm gonna aim for the I'm in the. All right, so can I move forward and then aim for the Goliath?
Yeah. What is the
So-
range on that?
It is 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yes.
You gotta move up pretty far to get up there.
Oh,
You're a good distance back.
all right.
Actually, I don't even think you can make it up there in
No.
your round. No.
Okay.
How far ahead are they?
The Goliath from Mordecai is about 30 feet. And then I would say there's probably a 10-foot interval between all of you.
Where's he
Between. I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? I was looking at something.
It's okay. There's about a 10-foot gap between you guys that you're in your own group right now.
So for us tip to tail, it's 10 feet.
About 20 feet from
Okay.
tip to tail, because you guys are in like 3 different sections.
Mm-hmm. And it's an extra 10 to the Goliath?
Yes.
Okay, so he's 30 feet from me.
Okay, so thinking about doing bark skin on somebody. So can I do? All right, can I touch Mordecai and do bark skin?
Oh yeah, you can get up there and do that.
Yeah. So that's.
Do you have to maintain contact with him to do that, or no?
No.
Just touch concentration.
Yes.
Okay. Just
So-
read the spell off, just so he's aware.
So you touch a willing creature until the spell ends. The target's skin has a rough bark-like appearance, and the target's AC can't be less than 16, regardless of what kind of armor it is wearing.
Cool. And there you go.
Thank you.
You feel it as you're sitting there and you're like laughing, smirking at him. You feel suddenly like your skin just gets hard for a second. You
Sure.
can feel almost the moisture get pulled out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you look down and you can see just like tree all over your arm. You look like a tree. You are Groot.
Last for an hour until canceled.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yes.
All right.
Got that going.
Next ace is Lucian.
I don't have any
Alrighty.
druids.
So I'm gonna close the
I
gap
got this.
between me and him, 30 feet.
All right, going in.
Going right in front of Goliath.
You got it. You're in there.
Good. Take the great sword. Get into my divine smite.
All right. You call it when you hit first. Hit, then call your smite.
19
19. Oh, that hits.
plus divine smite. 2d8. Excellent. So I got 11 right there.
11.
Plus 2. 17. And then as a bonus action, I'll do
17. What mod are you adding into
Do I
that?
add strength, right?
Yeah.
Strength plus 2 for dueling for 6.
Yep, that's right.
And then
All right.
And then I'm gonna activate divine favor.
Is dueling a one-handed spec or is great weapon fighting two-handed?
Great weapon
Weapon
fighting is 2.
Yeah. So dueling, I don't know if that gives
Doing
you
is 1 hand.
the plus 2
When you're wielding a melee weapon one hand and other weapons, you gain it plus 2 damage to bonus rolls.
or other weapons, or it
no,
says
no
one
other
hand.
weapons. No other weapons. I just
It's just one hand. One hand. It's not.
But you're
dual,
using a great sword right now, right? Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Two-handed.
Gotcha.
It's
Great weapon.
dueling, not
So-
dual
Right.
handed.
Yeah. So you want two-handed weapon fighting, which is the one you would look at.
It's great
Great weapon fighting. So it's 15 points of damage, which is still good.
Gross.
And then, yeah. Sorry, what? Activating Divine Favor too, as well. Activating Divine Favor as a bonus action.
Is it a bonus action?
Yep.
Double check.
Go for it.
It is, yep, bonus action.
Cool. Activated. What does it do again?
Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit.
Should have activated that before.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Next time. Go. Bonus action. Activate this.
I can do
Then hit.
before.
It's like going into a rage for you.
Oh,
Yeah, so
So-
before you hit him, you just bonus action. Do you want?
yeah, I'll use it. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you run up and you smack into him, and you can see that it like lacerates him, and
It's not undead or
he kind of smirks as it hits, and then like he almost brings in the sword a little bit and then pulls it out, and it is his turn now.
Is it undead?
Oh,
I can
she
appreciate
is
that.
for sure not undead. Very much alive.
Give him a second.
He takes his great axe and he slams down into you. That is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. All right. Here we go. That is, luckily, only 4 points of damage as the axe slams down into you. And then he yells as he's hitting you, so just a yell. Letting you know. Letting you know he's roaring. And then 2 off to the side each. Azrael, you're collecting 1 hit.
Yes.
Actually, you're getting shot at twice, Azrael.
Awesome.
You're in the middle by yourself, sadly. Mordecai, you're taking 2.
Okay.
And then Cadvin and
Kimber.
Kimber are both taking 2. Or taking 1. So, Mordecai, a natural 2 and a natural 4. Don't think those are going to hit. And then Azrael, no, for sure not.
I just said that. Did you say that
And
hit?
then Azrael,
No.
that's going to be a 12 and a 13.
13 hits.
13 hits. You take just 4 points of damage. 4 points of piercing damage as you feel, and like the second one like ricochets off the first one that hits. So you on the other hand, you like watch and you go, amigo, what are you doing?
Pendejo. I see you.
You're dead next.
Do I get
Cool.
one hit?
Yes, you're the last 2. So you and you. That's a natural 2 for you, so no. And then it is a 13 to hit for you.
What am I doing?
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, this.
Mm-hmm.
You take 5 points of damage. 5 points of piercing damage as as you like run up and you grab onto Mordecai, and then like as you're grabbing, like the spell goes off, and then you feel it right in your right shoulder. The arrow digs itself in just a little bit. All right. And that is the end of their turn. Who's next? So King, Queen. Queen. Hello, Mordecai. Let's go.
Hello. I'll turn and place my hunter's mark on that asshole.
Which one?
The one that shot at me.
Okay, so you have one that shot at you at the left and the right, so you get to choose
I'm
left
gonna
or
start
right.
on the right.
Start on the right and work your way around. All right, counter. All right, I gotcha. So go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. And take the shot. 9 is not gonna hit.
9 plus what?
No, it's a 9 total.
Oh, a 9 total. Yeah, no. He does the same thing. He goes, huh? What's up? What's up?
Oh,
He dishes it back at you.
all right.
It'd be like that.
I see how it is.
All right, Queen. Jack, anything else you want to do? By the way?
No, I'm
All right.
good.
No movement, no nothing. All right. Jack, 10, 9, 8.
8 is Bloodwing.
It is Bloodwing. Go for it.
He's gonna go attack the other guy.
The other guy. All right. Roll for attack with Bloodwing, please.
All right.
Get it, blood?
I think
Natural
Bloodwing
19
succeeds.
plus 5,
Oh, yeah.
24.
For sure.
And
It misses. I'm just
Is it?
kidding.
Yeah.
What god, that guy is not. We've been duped.
The one.
Actually terrified of birds.
and he adds his proficiency to my damage, so that is 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Good boy, Bloodwing. That's it.
All right, perfect. That was 8, right? 7. 7. Azriel, go for it.
If I run up in any way, shape, or form, can I line up a couple in a 30-foot line?
So the way you are, you're in the middle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Goliath.
If I run off to the side, can I grab 2 or more in a line?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. I'm gonna do Agonazar's Scorcher. Agonazar's Scorcher.
Yes, I know that spell.
3 foot wide, long, 5 foot wide. Dexterity saving throw. 3d8 fire.
3
damage.
foot long.
30 foot long.
30 foot long. I was about to say.
It's right there. It's
I think
just bam.
don't know this.
It's the Bruce Lee hit where he doesn't even hit you. He's just like, and they're like, ugh. All right. So is it a dex save or is it a roll to hit?
Dex for half.
Dex for half. All right, you got it. He fails. Both of them fail, actually. Actually, I didn't roll for the other one. Hold on. Yeah, they both fail, probably.
11 points.
What is your... Nah, for sure. You at least have 1 point in it. So what was it?
It's 3d8 fire damage.
So no, I mean, what was the damage?
I rolled 7, 2, and 2.
7, 2. No, I mean, total. What was your damage total?
11.
11. There we go. 11. There we go. All right. Nice damage. All right. Yeah. So Azrael like scoops in between them, and as like you hear the sounds of Bloodwing going, and like swooping down on this guy and like ripping out a portion of his shoulder, you see just like this line of fire just comes right off of Azrael's orc hand and just swirls around and goes just like a straight line through both of them. It doesn't hit their dead center of their chest because they're trying to move. But you can see it just like hits right digging down into the clavicle, and you can see it keeps going straight through to the next one. It's a pretty small beam. It's about this big that the hole
It's
creates.
a laser.
But the outside of their whole area, the small hole, is literally charred. They look pretty toasty at that point.
That's gross.
Cool. Next is going to be 7, 6, 6, and 6. Who has the higher dex?
I have a 2 in dex.
I ain't got none.
Ain't got none, so it's him.
I ain't got
So the big Goliath is in front, but there's 2 people in front of me, right? I have 3 other people on the sides, on
You're-
each side.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get to the Goliath. I can guarantee you that.
So
distance.
I can about face one and go for the middle one on my right.
The middle one on your right is where Azrael is, and then to your left, there's 3 that are unengaged with anybody at the moment. So just letting you know what you can. You're directly in the middle of these 2 flanking you.
Okay.
So you can go left or right, and it's an even amount of distance of which one you want to run to.
Okay. I'm gonna go left at the one closest to me, whichever would be closest.
Yep. So 4. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to Fighting Spirit, which gives me an advantage on a melee attack for this turn.
Go for it.
And I get 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And I'm going to just swipe at him.
Smack him.
That is 17 plus
Hits
4,
for sure.
so 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm two-handing it. Let's see.
You got it.
That's a 9 plus was my strength and proficiency, so 4. So it's a 13.
I like that
13
noise.
damage.
13 damage.
Nice.
that
That's a lot. Early melee fighters, man. Early every time.
And that's it. That's it.
Monsters by us?
Mm.
Did I go to the bathroom when that happened?
So get the big guy in the middle.
Yeah. I thought there was only
3
a
on
big
one
guy. I
side,
didn't know
3
there
on
was
the-
more guys.
Yeah, there's like 7.
All right.
You got hit by 1.
So you went for this guy. How much did you say again? One more time.
13.
13
damage.
points of damage. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you come flying like from around Kimber, and you just come streaking as fast as you can, and you just and like at first he like tries to catch it like barehanded like a dummy, and then uses the actual crossbow to stop it, but you still like slam into him, and it just like cuts deep into his arm.
Ooh.
And you see him like hanging on as he like drops the crossbow to the ground. All right. Next is going to be what were we on? 6, 5. Oh, it's your turn still. Yes. Hey.
So bonus action, invoke duplicity.
Okay.
Where
Where would you like to put it?
is Phil still on me?
Phil is still on top of you.
Can my duplicate have a Phil as well?
Mhm.
Okay, then I need to drop Phil
All right.
carefully.
Actually, to be honest with you, at the beginning of fight, moment you loose the arrow, Phil like you could feel Phil like slid down.
He's doing
And
the
then-
NPC shake in the corner.
Yeah, he literally moves backwards. He's been in this position 1,000,000 times. He knows his place. He knows his place, and he just runs over to like the nearest like little hedge that he can get to and ducks down.
That's important, you know.
Yeah, so you do not have Phil on you
He's got
anymore.
the spit bucket.
Yeah.
I know. I have a question. I have something on my dagger that says once per turn, 2d8 poison damage. Do you know what that is?
Once per turn, 2d8 poison damage.
Yeah,
Do you have something that does that?
that's. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything for trickster.
Let's look it up later.
Yeah, because I don't.
Dagger of Venom, but it doesn't
No,
say
it's not a
that.
special dagger.
Yeah.
No,
I have no idea where this thing came from. It's just
might have
fusion.
misprinted or something.
Okay. So anyway,
Or Moonbeam.
Unless you guys found an item on the last game and I'm
We-
forgetting about it.
I didn't put it. I didn't pick anything up.
Okay.
The reader.
Yeah, yeah. So you invoke duplicity. Where do you want to put it?
Well, I have advantage if whoever I'm attacking is within 5 feet of both of us.
Yes. So you would need to move with the invoked.
You're right. Is it so chaotic at the moment that no one would notice the fact that I put up a duplicate?
It is not on the left. It is slightly on the right, but the one that's closest to you, it wouldn't be a big shock.
If I serpentine with her,
Oh yeah, they would lose who you are for
phenomenal.
sure.
So
They wouldn't know exactly which one is which.
So we're gonna do the.
They would have to make a perception check
We're
to
gonna do
actually
the
get
coin
that.
trick to go over to the right,
Okay.
and then I'm going to stab it
Okay, go for it.
with my knife.
Do it. And you're going straight to your right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all the way
Did
over
you get
there.
advantage for
No,
being
because
next
bitch
to your
face is
duplicate?
with me.
Yeah.
And I'm moving her.
Advantage. No, she
Wait,
she
I
appears
can't-
right like she can appear also right next to them and confuse the crap out of them.
However, I can't attack because it's an action to put her up and a bonus to move her.
Oh.
So we're just gonna.
Do you want to start moving?
Yeah, we're gonna get erratic, dude.
Okay, so you're just gonna go to your right and you're just gonna start confusing him. So you guys just start running like a serpentine around him. So
Serpentine! Serpentine!
he's like trying to decide which one to shoot with the crossbow. He's like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, we're just doing like the hammer time dance around each other.
Yes.
You went all step team, both these like.
Me and my astral twin are step teaming around this gentleman.
All right.
Kneeling
Cool.
claps.
Anybody else?
Right,
Nobody else? All right, let's flip again.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes,
I get
wonderful.
it now.
So which one should I pick?
Yes, makes sense now.
It alters the order every time.
Yes,
Yeah,
that way it's
yeah,
never the
but it's-
same one
it's
every
it's
single
total.
time. It always changes it up. All right, so let's start from the top. Ace, King.
King. And King.
What's your
Plus
dex?
3 and plus 3.
Plus 3 and plus 3?
Yeah,
He's first. Yeah. All right.
I'll take a look at Bloodwing's opponent. Does he look like how does he look? Is he bloodied?
He's not bloodied yet, but he doesn't look like that injury. I mean, he's bleeding, but he's not near the grave at the moment.
Great. Since people on the right seem fairly well taken care of or
Oh, for sure.
busy, I'm going to shift Hunter's Mark to the target on the left that
Go for
Bloodwing attacked. Then I'm going to follow up with a shot at him.
Go for it. Roll for hit.
19.
19 definitely hits. Go ahead.
That is 8 plus 3, 11.
11 damage. Nice, nice, nice. All right, now he looks bloodied. As you sink like an arrow right into where Bloodwing's talons like ripped out, you just sink another arrow like even deeper into his neck.
Nice.
And he's just like grabbing for it. As Bloodwing is now just literally in a blood crazed.
Get him, blood.
Like he smells it.
For blood, natural 18
Oh,
plus 5. And this. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, right on the money. Bloodwing, seeing this now with the arrow, Bloodwing goes, "Let me do you a favor and take it out." And you see, like, Bloodwing actually lands one talon on the side of his head, one on his shoulder, and just pecks straight down into the jugular as you just see it, and Bloodwing takes off immediately and is flying right next to you.
Good boy,
Hovering.
blood. That's us.
All right. Bloodwing still has movement, and you still have movement if you want to move. No.
I'm an archer.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
Bloodwing.
Bloodwing, he yeah, he can go circle the big guy.
Okay.
Sort of.
You want to stick him on the Goliath?
Yeah.
But high up, not in combat.
Not in melee yet. He's gonna get a good like bird of prey
Cool.
buzzard circle going.
You got it. He is now moving.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, let's go
I
on.
don't want to look back at the guy that I spared.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. So that was King. Yeah,
All right, so I'm gonna. The right side is where that guy just got taken down, right?
left.
Left. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna shift to the side, so I'm not blocking the view of Mr. Maine, Mr. Goliath. So my archers can get a shot at him.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna rotate to your left. Okay. So you're moving it around. I got you.
All right, and I'm just gonna
Shoot him, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Take a swing.
take a swing.
Take a swing. Go for it.
All right, 14.
18 hits. Roll damage.
All right, 9, 12.
12.
Strength, 16.
16. Cool. That's it. Excellent. King, Queen, Jack. 10.
Me.
Let's go.
It's me. All right. I hold my shoulder because it hurts, and I look over at the Goliath, and I think I see an opportunity for myself, and I want to moonbeam the Goliath.
What is the range on Moonbeam?
120 feet.
Perfect. You are in range. Does Moonbeam damage everyone, or can you choose who doesn't get
It's a
damaged?
5 foot.
It's whoever
It's a
does
5 foot.
Oh, it's a
damage.
5 foot by. Sick.
Yeah.
Yep. Go for it.
All right. So
It is a save.
Stay
right?
away from the light, blood.
it is. What is it?
It's a Constitution
Yeah,
saving
it's a
throw.
Constitution
Con save. All right. Cool.
Love to have some chicken wings.
It's an 18.
Oh wow. Just kidding, guys.
Sorry, girl.
I
What's
think
your
he
spell
still takes
save?
half.
Yeah. He's
Oh
just take
yeah,
half,
he
right?
does.
Cool. So
You
roll damage.
those and then half it.
Half it.
So that's
Show me your true form.
13. So
7.
7, yeah.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
I round up. It's up to you.
Yeah. I do round up usually.
Not today.
Not today.
you get,
Get wrecked. Though sadly, when you notice that it doesn't, he like almost takes it, and then he just smiles from a distance, and he goes, as you see him just like pulling back the axe again. It looks like it didn't really do a whole lot,
Yeah.
but it's still a good attack, and that's a really good attack to have.
That was the first time I did that, guys.
Well done.
First moonbeam.
My first moonbeam.
First moon. All right. Next is that was 10, 9, 8,
8.
8.
All right. So still in the momentum of things, I'm going to take another swing at him again.
Go for it. Roll for hit.
This is not at advantage.
You got it.
That's a 16 plus 4. So
You
on
hit for
nat-
sure.
On that 20. Roll damage, and that's 7 damage.
7 damage.
Mhm.
Nice. He is bloodied, but he is not down yet.
No, I'm
No, he's attacking one of
the
the
archers.
back archers. Okay, and that's in your turn.
Yep.
All right, cool. Next is you were what?
I was 8.
8? 8 anybody? 7?
We're both 4s.
I'm a 4 too.
Okay. So it is their turn. The Goliath you'll see him reach up.
Oh, you cheating ass motherfucker.
No
Okay.
I thought we
Okay.
agreed no pots.
No pots, noob! No pots!
Bubble.
Okay.
Full
Bubble
restore.
hurt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have 2 spells. That's right.
And then
Yeah,
as
so
he
you just
drops
use the
it,
one.
he just swings straight down at Lucian. That is going to be a 16 to hit again. Literally hits it right on the mark every time, man.
I can't because I think I'm too far.
That is 12 points of damage as the axe slams into you. This time hitting you on the opposite shoulder. So the first one hit the first time on one shoulder. This one hits you on the other side. And he's just grinning as he's doing it. You can still see he's got blood trickling down. The health potion really didn't heal as much as it should have. So it didn't take too much effect. Cool.
I don't roll for con save. Dropped.
What'd you drop?
Divine favor.
Ah, okay. Yep, Divine Favor is gone. Next is going to be... so that was 7. Oh, wait. I still have more archers. Sorry. Forgot I had NPCs in the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to know when combat's going on. So, 1 is dead already. So, let's see. 1, 2. You're going to get shot at once. Attempted once. And once. And once. Yeah. Keep track of that.
The anticipation.
So actually I'm going to do it in order. So I'm just going to go from where I'm looking at. We have 1 that's shooting at you. Yep. That is only a 12 to hit. That
Miss.
ain't going to hit. The next one is at you. That's natural 2. That ain't going to hit. I'm rolling really bad for myself tonight.
Until we get to Azrael.
That's not good.
The third archer is actually at Lucian. It's natural 14, so that's a 18 to hit. Yeah. Luckily, only 4 points of damage, piercing damage. The next one is Azrael, and this one's a longsword coming from behind.
Oh, no.
That is a natural 17.
That'll hit.
That'll hurt.
That'll hurt.
That is 7 points of slashing damage from behind.
Ow.
Giggity. And then the last one is going to attempt at disadvantage to attack you because you're running circles around him. Natural 18.
Yeah.
And a natural 4.
Hey.
So it misses flat out as it's just swinging.
Oh, right, because it just.
Wildly swing at you. Cool. All right. That is the end of their turn. 6, 5, 4. Who wants to go first?
You can go right around if you want.
Cool. Then I'm going to move Kimber 2
Okay.
to
God.
the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
How are you a little boy?
I'm
She's
18.
a teenager.
Gross. All right. So to the child that we're putting into harm's way.
I'm an adult.
Okay.
I'm an
I'm illegal.
That's the phrasing we should be using.
Unlike-
Phenomenal.
We're not that
Dorothy.
type of
You're gonna go
website
she
here.
signed the waiver.
I've been
That's
warned
fine.
of this.
It's fine.
We're not on Campster.com yet.
Yeah, I've been warned many
Yes.
times here.
So can I get Kimber 2 60 feet? Or how far to her?
Let me
Yeah.
just ask you a question. If you move her, you're gonna lose advantage on any attacks or anything you do while you're in range of this guy. Just so you
I
know.
know.
Okay, just making sure.
You're up behind me.
I know
All right.
that we're dying.
It's cool.
I have
So
one
where are
job
you
on this
taking
ship.
Kimber to?
Kimber 2 is going to the child,
Okay, so back 30 feet, back towards the middle where you were just came from.
Sybil, and is going to, because I can cast through her.
Yes.
So you're getting a Cure Wounds at first level. I'll give you that in a second. And then I'm going to bonus action Healing Word this motherfucker right here.
So you can only do. I'm keeping the
Oh,
same
that's
roll.
right. These are both heals.
Yep.
I'm sorry, my child. I would like to retract all of that bullshit. She's gonna stay by me. You gonna get a spicy Healing Word.
Healing word.
And actually, that's gonna be
1d4,
second-
and then you can do
It's gonna be
a
second level Healing Word.
regular attack. at
And
that
then I'm
point.
going
Just
to
a tap or a spell
Stab
attack.
at this person.
Go for it, and it's at advantage because you didn't move your
My thing.
chick.
Cool.
6 plus what?
So that's an 8.
An 8? Nope. 8 misses.
Kill surprise.
He's flailing so much that you're like looking for a way in, and like you tried it, and it like hits you, and you're like, no, I'm okay.
I'm not Marshall.
But you still get a healing word, so whenever she rolls that for you, she'll let you know what you get.
Give me like a year.
That's okay. We
Okay. All right. Yeah. You
Kimber is a trickster cleric. Sorry,
Yeah.
Paris asked. So,
Oh,
answer.
yeah. Paris is out on the trail where that fucking the poison damage is coming from.
Yeah. Okay, so that was you. Next. Yes.
So I'm going to line up as many as I can again and go for it a second time.
Okay, so if you try to line up any more than what you have currently, you will
If they haven't
take an
moved,
attack of opportunity as you're moving away.
if they haven't moved, I'm going to go for the same two.
Okay, go for it. Yep, just wanted to make sure you weren't going for 3. You could, but you'd have to take the attack of opportunity to line up all 3.
Too squishy for that.
Yeah, I'm making sure you know.
That's better than last time.
Nice.
So 16.
16. Dex saves for both of them. One saves, and the other one fails. So how much?
16 for the one that failed, and 8 for the one that saved.
Okay. So the one directly in front of you gets just cindered this time. The blast, you hit it almost a little bit lower this time, aiming for the heart, and it sent one small hole again, but his whole body just incinerates as he hits the ground, now on fire.
Was he the longsword?
Yes.
Nice.
The one a little bit of a distance away, barely, looks like he's very close to Charbroiled, but he is still standing as that one just hits him like right in the rib cage, a little below it. Probably hit a vital organ, would die later on in the world, but not at this very moment.
Not in the next 6 seconds.
Not in the next 6 seconds. He's still going to be standing. But nice hit, nice damage. Nice. Next, I think that's it. Everybody's everybody? All right, flip the cards.
Oh, for you. Okay.
Not on your rogue.
5, 4, 3.
Lame.
Not the rogue. Not the high ace. The high deck score.
I've ever carded like a poor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Shiloh, I don't have any cards.
I know.
I have them, but I have advantage on initiative, so
Yeah.
it's 2 cards.
2 cards every time.
That is what I sound like.
I'm a master of voices.
All right, let's start from the top. Ace.
Ace.
Which one is it? Is you or Bloodline?
It is it's me. It is Mordecai.
All right, perfect. Roll or who you want to go for?
So I got to move my hunter's mark over to the Goliath.
Okay.
Wait,
no
hold on.
Goliath.
I'd like to take a quick look around.
Mhm.
My friends, people I just met
Yeah.
that are any of them dying on somebody that I think I could kill in one arrow.
Oh yeah. You look to your right, like immediately. Like you look at the Goliath. The Goliath looks like he's healed up,
Sure.
so it's gonna take a minute for him.
Okay.
But then you look to your right, and that same guy who shot you the first time, the one that's been shit talking,
Yeah.
he looks rough.
All right.
He looks like he just got hit with like a blowtorch.
Great.
Go
So I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on the Goliath, but I'm gonna shoot this other dude.
for it. Roll for
Alright.
attack, please.
It's 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
11 points of damage.
Yeah. You definitely wipe him out as you turn towards him,
Mhm.
and he like looks at you, and like you see like the face of like mercy, please. You just
Say something now, Benteo.
and as you say that, he like goes and just like right in the back of the throat as he drops to the
What was
ground.
that? I can't hear you.
And, like a little bit of a shoots up from the mouth.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go. That was King,
Ace.
right? That was
Ace.
Ace, King, Queen,
King.
King. There you are. Hey, what you want to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to take one more swipe at that guy.
Go for it. Roll for hit.
It is a 19.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Goodness.
Yeah, these are all my good rolls. That's it. At the end of the night,
Ouch.
we'll see. That's a 6 plus, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Yeah, you this time. He like attempts to like do this like half-assed version of a block against you, but you're a master swordsman, so you start cutting in from one side, and then at the last second, you just and like straight through his head, lob it clean off right in front of you, and then in traditional fashion, you just go. And the blood just like slides right off the blade as you turn back towards another opponent. Do you want to move towards somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move it to the next one that I see.
All right, so right to your right.
Yep.
You move right up on that guy. The only one who hasn't been touched yet. Actually, no, there's two. It's just he's being harassed right now, so but he still hasn't been damaged yet.
We're not touching
That's
you.
the end of my
We're not
turn.
touching you.
That's it.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right. So that's the end of that. You were King, Queen, Jack. Jack. Yes, buddy.
Alrighty. So I just look at him with my great sword like this, press against his sword, most likely. And I just do, oh, you want to heal? Just do lay on hands, 15 health to myself right there.
Oh, I was about to say to him.
We're gonna make this
You were
interesting.
confusing me for a minute. I was like, are you doing it way out here because you're going to heal him?
I
You
just
shove
touched
your
myself, I was
fist
passing
inside
that.
his
All right,
mouth.
so you're like holding it and you
I
just
didn't want to.
you like pull your chest in and you just get close enough and you feel the healing. So go ahead and heal 15 damage. I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, so heal 15 points. And is that an action or is that a bonus action? For
Action.
Paladins? It is an action.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
So
hell of an action, though.
Yeah.
it's a lot of healing later on in the game. That's like a whole health point. Like that's a
That's
whole
lot.
health
That's a
pool.
lot right now. That's almost my entire max.
Yeah. All right.
it's
Anything
my turn.
else? Nope.
That's it.
Good. Groovy. That was Jack. 10.
So the other two archers are engaged.
Yeah, so there's one directly behind you that Kimber is just running around in circles around Kimber.
And Kimber, too.
Kimber, not Kimber. Sorry, I have a Kimber in another game.
I was fine with it. It was kind of,
Kimber squared.
it was kind of exotic.
It's
Like,
Kimberly.
yeah.
I will throw a chromatic orb at that.
Cool. Roll for hit.
10 plus my spell attack bonus, 15.
15. 15 just hits.
So
Ooh.
that is 3d8. Destroy. 3, 4, 12.
12 damage. Nice. He's so distracted that he just does not see this. What element are you using? Fire. This hurling fireball suddenly just bursts. Like you're like, hee hee, and then like you just move out of the way at the last second. It goes, and like slams right into him as he like almost launches off the ground and catches himself, and then it ricochets off and goes straight back through. And in this cool moment when you see like Kimber just moves out of the way, but then like her duplicity just wide swipes as it comes
That's
back.
cool.
So it has like a double like cool little like ambience thing that it swishes back and forth
Little
with her.
Matrix action.
Yeah.
Good shot.
We practiced while you guys were sleeping.
All right. Nice. That was 10, 9, 9,
Okay.
9.
I'm ready. I still have my focus on the Goliath,
Okay.
because I want it to die.
Of course.
So, what I want to try to do is, I want to use fairy
Wake up.
fire. I want to use fairy fire on the Goliath.
Okay.
So I want to. It says blue, green, or violet light, and we're gonna go violet.
Violet.
Yes, a violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell's cast is also outlined in light. It feels like a dexterity saving throw.
Is he in melee with anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Any
The-
creature that's whoever's in melee with him too.
You're gonna blind the paladin and
Oh, I
Bloodwing.
am.
Yeah, it's got fairy fires. Friendly fire.
You're not gonna blind them. You're gonna give enemies advantage
Yeah.
on them
Um,
as well. Is
Yeah.
fairy fire concentration?
Oh,
Was going to be
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
question
yeah.
because you can still use your moonbeam because it is concentration. Fairy fire is moonbeam is still up, so you can still like stab him with the moonbeam.
Yeah, just because he made the dex save, right?
He gets it's so the
I have to
moon-
make another one.
yeah
So whoever
okay.
starts or moves into it, right?
right. So
So if you just want to pump another moonbeam down, you can just do that.
yeah, never mind then. I'm gonna.
So they use up
Pretend
another
like-
spell slot though.
no,
It stays up because it's concentration. He just has to
Concentration.
make another
Well,
dex
yeah,
save.
just do
We're
another
gonna
one.
go
Or save.
reverse. I never said any of that. Moonbeam, go.
All right.
so yeah.
Only
When
if you do it thusly.
here's the question: when has the Goliath moved?
No, he's still in the same.
So when a
spot.
creature enters the spell for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Correct.
So at the start of his turn, when he was drinking the potion,
Yeah.
he
The
would have.
paladin would have to as well.
It's
It
5 foot.
is
5 foot. So pretty much.
it's a 5-foot radius, so
Yeah.
that is a 10. So it's
10 by 10.
yeah, it's
Okay.
10 by 10. It's
So
4
you would need to make a
squares.
con save as well.
I mean, she can put it to the back of it.
Yeah, I would say you're out of it. She would have not have aimed. He would not have aimed it like
so
at
like
you.
it stops at him and then just
Yeah.
moves it.
Right.
Yeah, you just
So
gotta
the
keep
Goliath
kicking him
just
back
doesn't
in
care
there.
because he rolled an 18 on his con save anyways.
Oh.
So
Right.
he's
So
good.
at this point, you're just concentrating on it. If he moves, you use an action to move it.
Yeah.
But
So
okay.
you still
other-
have an action.
So you still have an action, but other than that, it's just glowing in
Okay.
there.
Okay. So I still have an action right now.
Mhm.
Is that-
Yes.
Okay. So am I? This is my little diagram right here. Is that one dead?
Yeah, How
Yes.
many have we lost?
That one's dead.
You only have 2 archers left in the Goliath.
The two in the
Um,
back, right?
The one that you're fighting, and then one that was in the middle of the 3 on the left.
Which one are you at?
He's on the middle and the 3 on the left. Yep.
Okay. So can I move to one of the monsters? Like, can I get as close as I can to one of them? So
To one of the bandits.
Yeah, to one of the bandits. I don't know why I called it a monster.
Yeah, you just take off running
Um,
right, and you'll get right up on one.
Okay, so then I'll get right up on him and I'll use my poison spray on him.
Go for it.
Need to get on.
And did
Well,
she roll the
okay.
damage for the Goliath the second time?
Yeah, you need to still roll damage for the
Because
moonbeam.
it's halved.
For
7.
7 total.
Yeah, that's
That's-
actually
that's-
like
It was
Well,
14.
halved.
yeah, it was
So,
14. So
7. Okay.
Poison spray. Poison spray. Poison spray.
Poison spray.
damage.
well, yeah, I
It
just
is
need to
a
be-
deck save, right?
Dex save.
Yeah, I just need to get within 10 feet of him.
He does not
it's a
save, so go ahead.
Oh
and
no,
roll
it's
it.
a Constitution save.
He
so-
still didn't save. Don't worry.
Whoa.
4 is a 4. It
These
doesn't-
dice hate me today.
At
Okay, so 1d12.
some point, it doesn't matter what you're asking me for. It just
11.
11.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah, the poison comes out, flinging out of you as you run up, and Kimber kind of like once again like threads the needle, and Kimber just moves out of the way as it goes and hits. And at first he looks and he goes, and you just see the face turns blue, then it's turning this disgusting, and all of a sudden you just see just nasty colors come foaming out of his mouth, his nostrils, his ears, and then he just drops dead. But what's crazy is when he hits the ground, you see like little fungus starts to grow on the nastiness that is poured out of his body.
Would a kid be able to do that? Kimber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Psychopaths usually start real young.
no. I'm so proud.
It's fucked up.
Love me.
Should really be concerned.
All right.
This is not how we get
You were
attention.
9, right? 9, 8. 7.
Bloodwing.
Bloodwing.
I don't think he can hit this Goliath without getting moonbeamed.
You could
Because
attack from
he's-
the front and hit.
All right.
There's still
Yeah,
one
she's
guy
got it
left.
on the edge to where it's not hitting him. So Bloodwing is able to attack from above.
Nice.
So
Get him, blood.
he got the advantage of flying.
But since you
14.
14 does not hit on
All
Goliath.
right.
Goliath is a little tougher than the other ones.
So
It's okay, buddy.
she poison sprayed, so doesn't that break the concentration of
Moonbeam.
Is it
No.
a concentration spell?
You
Poison
so
spray is not a concentration.
you
spell,
can
it's a
cast
cantrip.
any if you have a concentration spell up. You
Okay.
can cast any non-concentration spell.
Yeah.
Um,
You just
so
can't concentrate on
most
two
of-
things at once.
yeah, most of the cantrips, things like magic missile, things that have an instantaneous effect aren't concentration.
Correct.
But you could not do moonbeam
And bark skin.
and no,
Okay.
bark skin is not concentration. It just has a duration.
Correct.
I will double check that. But like bark skin, mage armor, those aren't concentration.
They just have really long, prolonged effects.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
so cool, guys.
So yeah, but you can only concentrate on one thing at a
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
You want to be able to do Moonbeam and then do like Witch Bolt or something like that.
Yeah,
where you
witch
could
bolt,
have two.
flaming sphere, fairy
Um,
fire.
Yeah.
Or you would be unstoppable. You'd literally be like a little mini turret, just setting up all these spells, and then be like, "Let the dragon enter."
Yeah.
All right, everyone, I'm ready.
I'm also in Lehman's tiny hut. Don't worry about this.
Exactly.
tower defense.
I am invincible.
I am my own tower.
That's some shit I would do.
Psychopath.
All right.
Oh, God.
So whose turn was it just then? It was
Bloodwing on a 7.
Bloodwing on 7. He missed. Okay. 6. 6 is them. The one engaged with you. He sees that a lot of people have been cut down around you, and he immediately throws his crossbow to the ground, and he throws his hands up and drops to the ground. The Goliath kind of sees that out of the corner of his eye and gets really pissed.
Bark skin is concentration, so that has dropped.
Yes.
But that's okay.
So
Thank
Bark Skin is a concentration spell.
Mhm.
So you don't have Bark Skin anymore,
That's okay.
but that's okay.
Oh, that was weird.
You see
Useful.
flakes of gold just
But weird.
It was
right
nice.
Learn new things every day.
Moisturize.
The Goliath this time does move, and he gets out of the moonbeam.
So
Um,
away at disadvantage, I get a reaction.
Oh, he's not moving away from you. He's just moving out of the moonbeam.
Just
Yeah.
circling around you.
Correct, and he's going to now swing at you. That is a 13 plus stuff. So that's, yeah, that one's going to hit, I think. So 13 plus, yeah, 18. 18 to hit. Yep. Sorry, bud. Luckily, only 8 points of damage. As
Gotcha.
it slams down into you. With the healing words, you're like, yeah. Ah, come on, man. I just sealed this up. What are you doing to me? But that is the end of his turn. And we got, who do I have? Oh, I think that's it, right? Anybody below a 6?
Yep.
Kimber. Yes, let's go.
I don't know.
Whoa.
What cantrips do you have?
Oh, okay. I'm going to. How far is Goliath from me?
Toll the dead.
I
Ring
don't.
the bell.
He's about 60
No
feet
one's-
away.
Oh,
There's no one dead. I don't have Toll the Dead.
Toll the dead doesn't need a dead
Mm,
person.
It's only
I don't have
anyone.
Toll the Dead.
Toll the
Okay.
Dead is one of the best abilities you can have
turn
for a
on dead.
cantrip.
Okay.
What cantrip do you have?
I have Guidance, Resistance, and Sacred Flame. I could Sacred Flame him, but that's 60 feet.
You right in range.
Okay.
You could take a step forward even if you needed to. You still have
Step
movement.
forward, and I Guiding Bolt or Sacred Flame him.
Sacred
or
Flame.
what?
Go for it.
Oh no, we have to make a save.
Save. That's right. It's a deck save, right?
That's an excellent question.
Not
Yes.
gonna matter what he
Dex.
rolls. It's a natural 19. He resists.
Cool.
Sorry, girly. Anything else?
That's. I would like to move to the gentleman that has surrendered.
Okay. You can start making your way.
Both of us would like to.
Okay.
And
Get about halfway there with your movement.
oh, okay. I was like, can I start tying him up? But
No, you got. He's about 60 feet straight across the other way.
Then never mind. I didn't realize he was that far away.
Where do you want to go?
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
And be useless.
Not useless. Never useless. You kept one guy CC'd the entire time.
And
So-
healed.
And healed. Right? Azrael almost died. All right. Anybody else? Is
Again,
that it for that round? All right. Let's flip it.
seems to be a common theme.
Oh, wow.
All right. Ready? Ace. King. King.
We are going to do. Oh, how's the Goliath looking?
The Goliath?
Yeah.
He's bloodied. Not on death's door, but he's bloodied.
I'm gonna do Firebolt.
Firebolt. Go for it.
10.
10 does not hit. But so if you go and it just kind of it hits, but it just like it's like a little tiny like
Roman candle.
yeah. It's like he's like the person that just gets hit by him every year. Like this is a family tradition for him to get hit by a Roman candle, then do nothing. Cool. Next up is who's so that was
I'm king.
King.
Yes. So I killed one of the bandits.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did I kill? Did I kill this one? Which one did I get? Are there more? There's two other ones next to him that were by him too, right?
They're dead.
Or they're all dead.
There's one.
There's
guy
only
left
one
that
bandit.
is
He surrendered, and
surrendered.
the Goliath is the only one left fighting.
Okay. I'm not near the Goliath. I think.
You're within range.
Am I within? Well, I wanted to try to Thunder Wave, but I don't really know who's around the Goliath or if I'm even close enough to get him.
If you Thunder Wave the
Yeah.
Goliath, you will need to make sure that you are a distance away to not hit Lucian and Bloodwing in the
Yeah,
process.
I'm probably gonna. I don't want to hit Bloodwing.
What cantrips do you have?
Thank you.
Poison spray,
Poison
mending.
spray and mending.
Hands of spray and mending. I
Yeah.
mean, you can start moving towards him.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna.
You're about 60 feet away, so you're gonna need to start moving towards him to do
I'm gonna
something.
start. I'm gonna start moving towards him. I'm just gonna kind of be like,
You got it. You move up like almost right next to Mordecai.
nice.
All right. That was King, Queen, Joker, or Jack. Sorry.
Jack.
Jack.
Double jack.
Nice.
All right. See the kid come up. I'm gonna go, hey, hold this for me. And I give him my bow, and I go running at the Goliath with the two short swords.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look up at Blood and give him a little whistle.
All right.
And the three of us are gonna, I'm gonna attack, offhand attack, and he's gonna attack. We're gonna all at once.
All three at once. All
All
right. Roll
three.
me all three attacks.
So for
And I'm assuming you have the dual wielding skill, correct?
I can still attack offhand.
Okay.
I just don't
get to add your
my
Modifier.
modifier to the second attack.
You got it.
But it gives me a better chance of dealing.
Damage.
Yes, exactly.
Good
So
knowledge.
this is for me, and then this is going to be for Blood. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there it is. Color coordinated.
And he also has your 100 mark on him as well.
Yeah. And I'll roll 100 mark separate. So, Blood is a 16.
16 just hits.
Okay. That one's going to miss, and I'm a 17.
17.
Yeah.
That one hits as well.
And then for 200 marks, so there's that, and there's that. So for me, that is gonna be 7, and for Blood, that's gonna be 8 for a total of 15.
15 points of damage. Nice.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. You run up, you go and like lay into him, and you see Bloodwing comes down to hit at the same time, and he literally just goes and swipes at Bloodwing in the sky, and Bloodwing like moves as fast as he can to get away.
Mhm.
And as you hit with the first one, you notice that like the way he maneuvered himself,
Mhm.
you actually just hit the pelt that's on his back. So then you take purchase on the second attack, kind of nailing and slicing on the second one. Nice series of attacks.
Hey, leave Blood alone.
All right, so that's Jack.
I'm
That's
Jack.
it.
Jack as well. All right,
How far is the Goliath from me?
60 feet.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna move up,
Okay.
and then I'm going to bonus action move the girl 30 feet.
Okay.
and she is going to touch you nicely and give you a cure wounds.
I don't really need
It's
it.
fine.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Well, and she's gonna flick you off. And,
As she skips by.
Ouch.
Kimber 2's a bitch. She's going to cast. Probably resistance on you.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet.
Resistance.
You're too late, but here we go.
That's all right. Okay. And I believe you have to pick what resistance it is, right?
No, just as I don't know.
It's resistance to
They
something.
get it's to a saving throw of their choice.
Ah, okay. So there you go.
So you can add a D4 to a saving throw after rolling once.
Sweet.
Cool. All right. That's the end of Kimber's turn.
Yeah.
That's Jack. 10. 10 is Goliath's turn, and the other guy. Goliath's running out of options. I'm just going to take a swing at Lucian. Natural 20.
Oof.
Sorry, buddy. Finally, the dice decides to come out and play. Lucky for you. 10 points of slashing damage as he carves in. Lands a decent hit in the same spot this time. And that is the end of his turn. All right. And the guy on the ground is just now like maneuvered himself even further into the dirt as far as he can get down. He doesn't want to die today. And that is 10. 9.
9.
9.
He's got +2.
Yeah. Well, we're both at +2. So you
Big-
go first.
Doesn't matter. You guys
go
are hitting the
first,
same
'cause I gotta
target.
run up.
How
to
bad is he
anybody.
looking?
Huh?
How bad is he looking?
He's pretty bloodied.
Okay.
He's not dying, but he's definitely feeling everything that's happened.
Okay. Is a punch? Oh, never mind. Okay, so gonna look at him.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say you made the wrong mistake talking to us. I'm just gonna punch him as hard as I can in the face.
With a punch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roll for
Punch
hit.
him with your sword.
12 plus 4, 16.
16. Yeah. Unarmed is
A
1
D4.
plus your. No, his unarms aren't 1d4.
Oh.
Just
1 plus
1 plus your strength modifier. What is it?
4.
4. Okay. He starts laughing when you hit him. And it's not like a laughing at you, it's a laughing maniacally. Like, he seems a little deranged.
Cool.
A little
Well, I
bit.
just punched him in the face, so we're on the same level playing field right now.
Yeah. Cool. Scott.
Well, I see the guys on the floor. I'm not gonna stab him. I don't work like that. So, Kariba turns to where the Goliath is,
Mhm.
and just moves on over. I'm gonna take a bonus action dash.
You can actually make it there in one. You don't need a bonus action
In
dash.
one? Okay. Well, I'm there, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you also don't have a bonus action dash, just so you know. Not a rogue.
No.
Not in this campaign.
So I'm there, and I'm just gonna take a swipe at him.
Go for it. Roll for hit. As you like punch him in the face, you see Kariba just going, "It's not how you do that."
You tell me hello. You're such a good
That's a 16 plus 4, so on that 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Sorry.
Hello. How are you? That's a 7 plus 4 again, so or plus 2. That's 11. I think.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. And I believe you may finish him.
So I walk up behind him, and I see my friend had just decked him right in the mouth. Now he's laughing like crazy. Kariba's like, "You shouldn't be laughing, my friend."
He does the like.
And as the
"Nani?"
Goliath goes, "Huh?" and turns around, I go,
Cool. You want it straight through the center? Awesome.
Yep.
So as you like hit him and he just starts laughing like crazily in front of you, You hear the statement come from behind, and you just see like that dark figure of Kariba behind him. And you see like one,
Lights,
just one,
like
Nani?
ominous.
Nani?
And just straight through dead center, and you watch as it goes through the
Obi-Wan.
arm. The whole time he's being sliced through, we're talking whole chest cavity comes up and off. He's still smiling, and even though his laughter is cut short by obviously lungs departing, he's still just with this deranged look, smiling and laughing.
And then Kariba's just gonna go.
Slides right off
Gross.
on the spot.
Wow.
Azrael, you can see that guy who was on the ground
Yeah.
crouching just bolts the moment Kariba takes
Oh,
off
no.
away from him.
Firebolt.
Firebolt him. All right, roll for hit.
I'd like to graze him. I don't want to kill him.
That's fine. Yeah, hit him
Quick
first.
shot.
14, 19.
19. It hits. Roll damage.
That's a D10 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10.
10 damage.
Yep.
Nice. He's still hauling ass. It doesn't knock him over. It doesn't have that type of effect on the spell, but he's moving pretty damn quick. He does not want to be there anymore. He's about 120 feet, and you start losing him in the forest.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
shoot him before he gets that far.
Want to try? Go for it.
Absolutely.
Shoot him.
Because
So
the speed
actually-
is what, 60?
Oh yeah, he's
All right.
dashing for an action. So
Hunter's mark, and I can track him. Hey, kid, let me get the bow.
shoot.
Him
All right,
and
roll the hit and Bloodwing.
Bloodwing.
Yeah.
Both and both.
Sick 'em.
Blood's going to miss on a 9. And I got a
9
16.
plus what for Bloodwing?
Oh, this is me. Bloodwing's red.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So 16
16
and
hits.
9
9 does not. 16 hits. Roll damage.
with the Hunter's,
Hunter's
mark.
mark.
11.
11 points of damage. Nice. He's not dead yet.
Alrighty.
But I'm assuming you're just gonna run him down, right?
I mean, yeah, I can.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that you kill him on the next round. He just sticks in the mud.
Yeah.
Dead.
Oh.
All right.
Battle
You
of
are
the
now
Bastards.
officially out of combat.
That
Oh.
really was.
And you see Phil comes down and he goes, "Oh, that's not how Horkleys would have handled it, but you know, you guys are gonna do big things one day."
I would like to check the gentleman that has fungus growing out of his mouth, please.
Sure.
How would Horkleys handle it?
What do you want to check?
He has fungus growing out of his mouth, so
Medicine check.
that.
Yes.
How would Horkleys have handled it?
Well, honestly, he would have probably ignored all the arrows and just killed the Goliath first and just let the rest of them run away, but because they wouldn't have been worth his time. Maybe the Goliath would have been worth his time. Then again, the Goliath probably wouldn't have been stupid enough to try and, stand in front of the great Hercules,
Strategy is key in this situation.
22.
22. At first, you're thinking it might be something up with the actual body itself. As you look underneath the fingernails, you're looking over the body, and you realize it's primarily because of the poison that she's shot into them. The poison seemed to have had an adverse effect and caused this naturistic poison to just suddenly fungus, and all of his body turned into basically he's now a
Fungal colony.
yeah, he's literally a plant on the inside at the moment. All these plants have decided to make this their new home.
Gross. Cool. Cool, cool.
Kariba, I did that. Isn't that cool?
Gross.
Oh.
Disgusting.
But
Evaluation.
oddly satisfactory.
Don't
Everyone's
piss off
dead,
you.
no one's unconscious.
Everyone is dead,
Does he have a?
especially the Goliath.
Can I look at his weapon?
Can you look at his weapon? Yeah.
Can
Simple, great axe, two-handed axe.
Can I check bodies for information?
You sure can. Roll for investigation.
That was
Nice.
Ooh! Unnatural 20.
Nice. Yeah, you start looking over the bodies. You they look like they're normal bandits. They probably rob people who are coming through this area pretty frequently because it has no trail, but it's so close to the river that people would dare to venture it. Go ahead and make a history check.
You're doing okay. 16.
Still doing good. Yeah, with it being so close to the river that runs to the entrance to the underworld, a lot of people make pilgrimages. Pilgrimages. Wow, that was a word. Pilgrimages. I can't say the word. They move through this
Pilgrimage.
area to go to the entrance of the underworld to either say their prayers or visit loved ones that have departed, so on and so forth.
I do a check specifically to see why
Pilgrimage.
the fuck he was laughing.
A what? You want to make a what?
A check of some sort to see why he was laughing. Or hello, are you there, God? It's
With the
me.
19, you would have investigated him, so I'll let you keep the unnat 20. He seems to have strange markings on him, tattoos and a slight branding. It isn't really anything that you've ever come across, and neither has your demi.
Oi, don't know what to say.
Go take a look.
You want to take a look?
Yeah.
None of the markings make sense to you, except for one marking that seems to be the back of his head,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see a hand mark on the back of his head. Go ahead and make a history check. And Azrael, you can do the same.
Mod 20.
Mod 20. Cool.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell. For you, the black hand at first seems like an olden story that you'd read once, and it was converted into its own form of Renaissance fairs like to put on this production, and you got to play this game when you're it was just an olden game
Yeah.
where it involved a story about a group that got to travel across the world with someone carrying a package to a mountain. And all of the bad creatures in that story had a handprint, but it was white. And it was all down their face, on their face, on their necks. They always had just a handprint somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's black. And that's really the only huge difference that you can make out. But that was a fiction story.
Yeah.
It's not really something that pertains to this. And yeah, that's about as far as you can gather. The only similarity that might be there at the moment.
You
Alright.
said they were wearing pelts.
They're wearing leather armor. The only one who has this marking on him is the Goliath.
Okay.
The rest of them,
I will explain to everybody what I glean.
Azrael, you can remake your history check now.
My God.
Nice jail.
Nice jail for
doesn't
that
get
one.
any better than
See you later, dice.
Yeah.
There's one up there,
Don't say goodbye to that thing.
and the dice bear.
Oh,
The bear
bye.
eats the dice. That's what he's here for.
Phil, what weapon did you say Horkleys is using?
Hercules is using is using the lion's main shield. He has a giant shield, shield of the gods, and then he's using a longsword made of gold, pure gold. It is quite formidable.
Any of these guys had a longsword? I got swung at by a longsword.
Yeah,
I'm gonna snag it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna snag anything similar to Horkleys. Similar.
okay. So you're just gonna try and pick up pieces.
Yep.
So you get a longsword for sure.
Yep.
None of them actually packed a shield though.
Okay.
Most of them were just they are archers. They are meant for ambush. Take your shit and run. The longsword was more of a just in case things went wrong, but
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
Little
take
do
a
they
look
know.
past this ambush point and see if I can pick up the trail of Hercules.
you sure
while
can.
they're doing that.
Survival
Longsword
check.
simple?
Hmm?
A longsword simple?
No,
I can't.
they're
No.
martial.
Yeah,
They're
martial
Uh,
weapons.
I want a weapon.
I mean, you can have one to have one.
No. I don't want to fight with a dagger anymore.
You need
That's
to find
for
yourself a rapier.
losers.
You
I
wanna
just
s-
want more than 4 points of possible damage.
She
Mhm.
thinks
you
that I'm
wanna-
the
You
cute
want
here.
a spear?
Damage.
That's
Wait, I can hear you. I can't use
Help.
I can't use.
You're on your own.
Spears are simple.
Kariba, no.
You're simple. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yours
19.
aren't simple, are they?
19.
Yeah.
Nice. You pick it up pretty quickly. At first it gets confusing for like 2 seconds because you're like, oh, that's a big person. No, that's the Goliath.
Wait a minute. Which one is it?
Wait. Well, one's going the wrong direction. So you're like, yeah, he didn't just suddenly pass us in the middle of that fight. That'd have been weird. Hey, guys. Just kept on going.
Oh shit! Do we have any money besides the 1 gold that we're sharing?
I believe you should have started off with the gold that your natural
I have
class.
5.
No, your class starts off with gold, does it not? Except for cleric. I think. No,
I've-
cleric starts
I've
off
got
with gold.
10.
I got 10.
I got 6.
Not your proficient gold. Like you should have an actual dice roll that goes into it. So go ahead and grab out your d4s, everybody. I'll tell you what you're gonna roll for your gold.
Sure
I've already done
yeah,
that.
yeah, I've already done mine too.
We can pick you up a
Yeah, a
spear.
lot of gold.
And I've already spent money.
Oh,
I
we'll
put
get
it-
one second.
Yeah.
I have to
You-
put these guys down the river first.
You got to pick up Toll the Dead.
Okay, everybody. So let's start with cleric. 5d4.
Okay.
So add them all together once you finish.
Oh, great. 11.
11 times 10.
And then,
So 1,100 or 110. I'm gonna do math eventually. It's gonna be great. All right, plus whatever your profession gold started you with, plus the 1
5.
gold. So, all right, and then you have druid, 2d4s.
I already.
You already did yours?
Yeah, I already did mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Just
You're
me?
good.
Okay.
Fighter, did you do yours as well?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, it's 5d4 times 10, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I have gold. So,
I do not.
you do not.
so
So sorcerer, 3d4 times 10. Paladin, 5d4 times 10.
One more.
I thought it was
And
plus
then
10.
for ranger,
Times?
5d4 times 10.
Hmm.
What was that?
I thought it was plus 10.
No, times 10.
Hmm.
Multiply by 10. The only one who doesn't get to add or get to multiply theirs is a monk who only gets to roll 5d4. Make it fun because monks do not need, obviously, money, I guess. They don't want to eat.
They,
Then,
Doesn't really matter.
I'm going to attempt to bury him.
Get the Jedi
I'd like to
Constitution,
drag everyone we just killed, except for the
Okay.
bitch that ran away, to the river, put coins in their eyes, and send them down.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, sister.
The only thing is that it's not going to head towards the underworld.
Right, no, it's just but it's
Just a
not in-
formality. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Leave them on the bank for the boat.
this isn't. Do I know? Can I make a roll to see if this? Is the right, I know this isn't the right
His
river,
character said that.
It is not that river for sure, but you could still send it downriver and someone would find it probably and at least know that the bandits aren't there anymore. You're doing a good thing either way.
But the little note says, "You're welcome."
Yeah. Pay
Your
us
friendly
at this
neighborhood
address.
We accept
This
cash.
plan
pay
at the
now.
time.
Yeah, we'll take whatever you've got.
Your friendly neighborhood Hercules.
Yeah, right. All right. So you guys gather the bodies, you send them downstream. You guys want to pick back up on the trail?
Before I leave, I want to carve a H to the ground where the battle was. Just where he fell. So
Okay.
that I can move on.
Cool. And you see behind you, as you guys like start to gather back up and start moving, Phil is like scribing really quickly, and you can see like he was looking at the bodies, and you see him like he's like almost illustrating little tiny scenes on them, and then writing like in Greek.
What are you doing over there?
Well, I have to keep track of all the adventures I go on, friends. So
No, not these ones.
not these ones,
Not this one.
but these are great battles. These are fantastic. You
I think
saved
Hercule-
people.
Hercules would be upset if you were recording someone else's battles of his. And it's such a great, glorious place. We have no means for glory. We
Are you guys just trying to stay quiet about why you're doing this?
It's all for the glory of Hercules, is it not?
Why don't you write Hercules in there
Yeah.
instead of us?
I aspire to be just like him, so.
Okay. He just continues writing.
Can I do a quick check to see if those stupid eyes are still there?
Eyes?
The ones that were watching us.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Not eyes. It's an actual person. Just
Yeah, well.
you ever seen somebody and then like somebody like walks and then like the person's gone? You know those scenes where like the bus is there and then
Yeah.
Captain America's suddenly there and whoops everyone's ass. That's what you just
So
experienced.
I would like to make a
And
cap
French
check if I
say,
may.
Sitting
It's
in a
Cap
car,
check.
Cap check,
you
yeah.
constantly think you see
It's a
something.
17.
17? No, there are no bodies. Nobody seems to be following you in the forest at the moment. There's a strange bird noise that happens every once in a while, and then you hear it disappear, and Bloodwing is suddenly eating something. It's very strange.
Oh, it is strange. That's wrong, but I get it. Okay.
Bloodwing's
ready.
gotta eat.
How's everyone doing? We all feeling okay?
I am just well.
If you like, you guys can stop for a short rest if you need a
I would
HP up
like,
a little bit.
I'd like to
Short rest sounds
rest.
glorious.
Gain
Yeah.
back some spell slots if you lose
I
them.
don't think I do.
Yeah.
You do not.
Definitely.
I'll be useless for the rest of the day. Thank
Mm.
you.
What is
Um,
a short rest game?
You can roll.
You can roll a hit die if you want.
Yeah.
Hit dice, you should have
As
3 of
many
them.
hit die as you like.
As you
2,
have.
3.
I
Yeah,
don't
sorry.
roll. Oh,
3d6.
What
What
would
would
you
you
for
roll
yourself?
3 of
Ah, I'm
them?
level 20.
If they only get
If
3 of
you're
them,
a warlock,
Yeah,
you
'cause
get
you're
them
level 3.
fallback.
It's
so level 3,
Warlock
you get
and Wizard are the ones
hit
that
dice, and then
benefit,
Sorcerer.
and
No, you can only roll these.
Sorcerer is
No.
one.
You don't get, yeah,
So if
you,
you wanna
you don't
use
get
your prayer, you
your,
can.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
think
then
you
you
get
get
your,
able to do it again.
I can only
you don't
use
get your
one.
spell slots or your sorcery points back until a long rest.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
all
it.
right,
Hit dice is
you're
Just so you
tracking
some healing
tracks.
spells, got any help?
All right, who's making me a perception check for the second half of this trip?
I
different. So
will.
you're almost at full health.
All right, go for it.
18.
18, nice. The rest of your day goes by. It's quite pleasant.
So you're at 16.
Um, the tracks stay pretty fresh. Go ahead and make me a straight, just a nature check.
6.
6.
Mm.
The tracks look not as fresh as they should be if you were on the heels of Hercules,
Mm.
but you can't really gauge how long it took, like how long ago it was when these were made.
Sure.
All right, it starts getting to right around nighttime. The sun drops. The forest comes alive, so to speak, with nighttime animals. You can see owls. Bloodwing is definitely riding on your shoulder at this point.
Phil is on my shoulders.
Yeah, Phil is like slowly, like you see Phil, like the eyes are like rolling, and then he's like, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." You guys want to keep tracking?
Yeah, we should take a
Set up.
rest, take a break.
Set up camp.
Set up camp, watch for that.
Set up camp. All right. You guys start setting up your tents and your little sleeping bags, like the things that you have for a little tent setup. Do you want to set up a fire or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a fire.
All right. Fire. You guys eat some provisions.
I'm gonna ask Phil if I can check out his stories,
And look at his stories.
if he'll let me.
Make a persuasion check.
I just do one of
You
those.
can.
I know.
Sorry.
That I definitely fucking have.
Persuasion.
Nice.
That's 21.
Nice. Nat 20.
Incredible.
Oh, no, it's 18
No.
18.
plus 3.
Yeah, he goes, sure. You want to read one? Which one do you want to read?
Most recent one.
Most recent one. Oh, sure. And he hands you
The
story-
one he was scribbling in specifically.
Oh,
new
the one that he was just
Yeah.
writing. He goes, it's not finished yet. I don't
I
really
just want to check it out.
I don't really share my work early.
I'm-
Alright, fine. And like he unscrolls it and he shows you. It doesn't say any names because he doesn't probably know them very well. But it speaks of heroes joining the great Phil, the Lionheart, through his trek to find Hercules in his hour of need. It's kind of a bullshit story. You can tell that because like there's this giant ripped gnome that is like beating up the Goliath in these little pictures, and like the rest of like you two are like you and you are like they're just going wow like he's just, like winning the whole thing by himself, and like you two are just like
Asking for his autograph.
you're kneeling to him and be like You are the greatest of all time.
Like the twin Kimbers are doing the
Yeah, yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, the
guessing
company
that this
stays
isn't
on.
gonna make the history books, but can I roll a intelligence or something to
See if it does.
just make sure? If
Yeah,
I think
you're gonna
there's anything
roll
wary.
for this. You're gonna roll a charisma check, just because you're speaking with your god at this point.
Oh.
6.
Nope. Doesn't seem like I don't recall any
Our-
story of this a gnome
machine
taking on everything.
I-
He just hands it right back to you. He goes, "Nah, this is probably just chuff. This probably doesn't take off anywhere."
Wow. Nice.
I think it's
So,
too early to give up on
Who
that
wants to
job.
take watch? Nobody wants to take watch. Everybody just want to sleep.
I'll take one.
Take one watch.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
I'll take one.
One watch. So one more.
I have to sleep.
Yeah, I need the spell slots.
Spell slots. Need the spells. You guys will get full 8 hours of sleep no matter what
Oh,
happens.
all right. I'll take one.
So Azrael. All right. So give me first. Give me second. And give me third.
What are we rolling?
It's just a perception check.
16.
16. Nice.
7.
7.
17.
17. All right. First watch. Nice and smooth. You spend the night kind of keeping an eye on the forest by the fire, petting Bloodwing. Nothing happens. Nice and calm. Doesn't even sound like there's a lot of animals around you. They're definitely keeping their distance from the fire. You lay down, go to sleep. Your watch ends. Your watch begins. Everything peaceful, serene. Still looking. No threats. There was a squirrel that gave you a weird look from the tree earlier, but fuck that squirrel. You system boot down as Azrael comes and sits down. Azrael, when you sit down, you start thinking of spells, new spell slots, things that you could do, like the endless power and stuff that you could achieve with all the knowledge that Ogma has, and then you wake up
Uh-oh.
in the morning time. Luckily, nothing had happened all night, but you definitely fell asleep.
Anybody catch me?
Can I roll
Uh,
to see if I caught him?
Yeah,
Because I would probably be the first
you
one to
don't
boot
need to
up.
sleep as much, so you would have been
Yeah.
up first.
That's a 14.
Yeah, it looks like an orc, sounds like a bull. Somehow, just roaring snore. Which probably is what kept the predators at bay all night, was this loud lioness roar.
I just, you
Oh.
fell asleep.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Secret safe with me.
All right.
We'll just say I took the rest of it.
It's all you, buddy.
Continue travel.
Yeah.
Go.
All right.
Does
You
that mean I'm at full
guys
health now?
gather your things, pick back up. You guys have
Full
had a
health,
long
go,
rest.
spell
All your
slots
spell slots are back. All your HP is back. And the path continues. Go ahead and roll me survival. And anybody who wants to make lead the pack? You? Perception check, please.
17.
12.
12.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Big boy dice.
3.
Why didn't you throw it like how he did?
You
Not
take
cool.
My dexterity.
you take a
is
few
low,
minutes
so
as you guys are moving out. The trees seem to part, and you are more in like a ravine area with cliffs, and like you're now hitting the point where there's more rocks, and you're definitely starting to skirt around this mountainside. You're not truly at the foot of the mountain. You're just hitting like little rolls. If it had roots, you are at the beginning part of where the roots have taken place of this mountain. Still following along, you are on a beach section. What is your passive perception?
14.
14 yours?
14 as well.
14 as well. And what did you roll again? 12, right?
12.
As you guys get out into this opening, you see smoke slowly starts to come off of one of the little crests of this side of the mountain, and it pulls down, and you see it starts moving its way across the water. It's not ending, it's just getting longer and longer. And you see it hits the other side of the mountain and goes up. Like now you're entering like kind of like a rocky ravine where this river is pulling through. And when it climbs its way over this other crest, it immediately goes and turns into just one large wall of smoke.
Right.
Paladin and Cleric, you don't feel it in the same sense that he's going to, but you can sense it. Paladin, you sense almost like a red flag immediately. Something is not okay, and the smoke does not seem natural.
Alrighty, communicate to everybody else. The smoke doesn't seem right. Can I use a divine sense?
Yes? I don't think you roll for that. Yeah, there's definitely a great evil right in front of you. The wall.
Godly or no?
Huh?
Godly, great evil, or just great evil?
You wouldn't be able to decipher the two, but it is quite large. You sense that there's a focus point directly in front of you, where the wall seems to be on the shore side where you're at. There's just one focused point directly in front of you.
It's trying to get there before us, I do.
Hmm?
Like it's going that way?
No, this is blocking you.
Oh.
It's imagine a wall of smoke is now taken over. Like what you could see was this river going through this ravine, and now a wall of smoke has just went. Nothing is on the other side that you can see. The smoke is too thick. But the smoke seems to be dancing.
I'm gonna poke the smoke with an arrow.
You're gonna walk up towards the smoke.
Yeah.
So you move.
How far am I from the smoke? Right
You're right now about 45 feet away from the smoke.
Oh.
You are approaching, and it starts doing what it's doing.
Right,
and I
right,
would assume like the side of it maybe halted you just a little
Sure.
bit.
Yeah.
So 45 feet out is where the cautionary, like, I don't know what the hell that is. And then it goes into a solid form.
How high up does it go?
It is about 60 feet up. It is to the top of these crests that are coming, that it's creating this ravine for you.
Yeah.
It's created its own little gate. Bloodwing could definitely go over it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do I recognize this as the gate to the underworld?
no. Gate to an underworld. The underworld is the river goes into an actual cave, and you have to be ferried into it.
Blood, take a look.
So,
I'm gonna have Bloodwing fly up and circle above us.
Okay.
Not go over the smoke.
Okay.
But just get a high enough vantage that might be able to see what's on the other side.
So, if Bloodwing's going up just to check things out, can I use Speak with Animals to talk to Bloodwing and see what he sees?
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
Good combo. You don't need to really roll a perception. So Bloodwing has keen enough senses with passive perception. See, you hear Bloodwing at the top going, "There's nothing on the other side."
Wow. I love Bloodwing.
Bloodwing is
There's
very
nothing on-
regal. It's a very regal hawk.
Bloodwing
You better
said,
respect.
There's nothing on the other side. That's what he.
Actually, I want to redact that. Bloodwing would talk with like this, like, "Yo, I'm saying shit over there, man." Just kidding. I like the regal one better.
Either way.
Like you don't see anything on the other side.
No,
Nothing.
nothing is on the horizon. Nothing is on the opposite side of the wall. There is a delicious rabbit in the distance, though, and it looks very tasty, but I shall resist.
Uh-huh. Bloodwing likes rabbits. Like,
He does.
You know, wow.
Yeah.
What a good boy.
Good boy, Blood.
Alrighty.
Immediately.
Walk through
While
it.
that conversation's happening, I don't have to, but I'm going to just touch you three and give you aid. So for the next 8 hours, you have 5 plus current spell level.
A higher spell level, so they get
So
5.
just 5. You get 5 hit points. And your max hit points are up by 5 for the next 8 hours.
So
You
5
feel as
temporary.
you're casting this spell.
They are regular hit points. You can heal them. So they are better than temporary hit points in that respect.
They increase your max.
Yes.
So you feel hands on your back, like looking over, and it's going, "What are we stopping for?"
Phil, you know what this is.
And you feel like just the hands once again sliding.
Phil,
And Phil just runs as fast as he
Phil,
can.
you tiny little fuck! What are we doing?
And then like you see him run right around a crest, and as you're like yelling at him to like, "Where the hell are you going?" You hear a and a flame doorway reaches right in front of you. It's about 8 foot tall
In the
in the smoke wall.
Phil, you know what this is?
You're about to. Yeah. I hope it's not what I think it is.
What do you
good
think
luck.
it is?
real quick, kind of disguise self back into the stuff.
I go find cover. I would
into the
recommend
clothes.
everybody find cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you change back into the clothes, you see that the fiery door seems to manipulate itself into an actual physical door. The door opens up, still flames licking off the edges, and stepping out, you see a little bit older than a teenager, male, black hair that's swooshing down to one side, wearing long robes.
Can I do a religion check?
You sure can.
Yeah, 14.
14. Nothing really rings any bells until you can see the emblem on his shoulder, which is that of a hand reaching out for a skull. And you can see it looks like it's coming out of a pit, in which immediately go Hades within 5 seconds of seeing it.
Okay, well.
And you see the kid comes up and he's like, "Now why you gotta go and help Phil? You see, we didn't have any problems until you helped the little gnome. You could have just let this be gone, could have left this alone, could have let things be the way they were gonna be. Now, you've trapped him down there, you've got me here. I've gotta kill you now. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad." And as he's like shrugging at you guys, you hear like the sound of, and underneath the ground, you see it vibrate for a second and shoot up. Are 6 undead-looking, zombie-esque warriors that have a falchion in each hand and a shield. And now you are surrounded by 6 of these. And he immediately like cracks his neck once. He goes, "Well," and you just see fire just erupts all around him as he turns into pure fire. Almost looks like Johnny Blaze. He goes, "Let's get this over with." And go ahead and let's start initiative again.
We reshuffle,
No.
right?
Yes, you
Yes.
can reshuffle if you'd like.
I reshuffle for new complex.
Yes. But if you got like really low, that whole another initiative,
I got
Yeah.
you.
I
I'd
did.
feel bad enough to like,
Ton of-
I'd be like, yeah, you know what? You had to be last every single. There it is again. It's all right. It's all right.
It's fine. just
Sometimes
make
it's
sure you
better
guys
to
stay alive.
be last than first. All right.
So I'm thinking we don't want to fight a god. Just saying.
I do. Fuck it. Screw this little emo
It is
bitch.
not Hades that is in front of you.
That's just a hand reaching up for the skull.
It's just the emblem of Hades, but this is not the god Hades
Oh.
who's standing in front of you. I would not at level 3.
No, I was like,
At a game, let's just be clear.
fucking would.
I am not hell-bent on killing you all.
I was pushed in a different direction.
I'm like, I'm not even making this a confrontation
No.
right now.
This
Oh
is
no, man! Screw that. I'm assassin.
this is not Hades who is standing in front of you. This is a completely different entity.
Well, that makes a world of difference.
It does, actually. If it had been Hades, I'd have been like, all right, go ahead and roll 4d6s for me, everybody.
You did.
Are we rolling with stats?
Yeah, no.
Simply being in his presence.
You made me ink.
ink.
All right, so all right, you were leading. Yes,
With you.
with you.
Yeah. I mean, we're both up front.
That's all. That's good. Do you want the same marching order as last fight? Anybody?
Honestly, no.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yep, sure.
It was a
Try
great
it
time
again.
last time.
it's the same order.
This time everyone's in a pretty close proximity. You guys are like water, 5 foot them, 5 foot you, 5 foot them, 5 foot wall, and then like he's only like maybe 15. He's the 45 away from you from that point.
Okay.
So let me finish right now. You there. Okay, so let's start from the top.
Yeah.
And let's start with ace, king, queen.
Mordecai. All right. Hunter's mark, and let's shoot him.
All right, go for it.
Shoot the dude that's on fire.
You got it.
Natural 15 plus 7, 22.
That hits for sure.
And with the hunter's mark damage, because I said that first, 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it hits into him. You can't really tell if you did anything because it just immediately sets ablaze when it hits him. But he does reel at the impact of it. All right. Next is that was Queen. Jack. 10, 9, 8.
Blood wing. Let's not barbecue you yet. And I'll point him at one of the skeletons.
Left or right?
He's gonna go right.
Right? All right. So Bloodwing right. Okay, roll for attack.
That's gonna be 11.
11 does not hit, sadly.
Okay.
Bloodwing goes to attack and then goes and like lifts up the shield just in time before Bloodwing can do any real damage.
Okay.
All right. Who's the other for
I got 8 plus
8?
2. Dexterity, so I think I'm before
Yeah,
you.
go for it.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself right now.
Okay.
Plus 5 temporary hit points.
Mhm.
Yeah. Creature takes 5 cold damage for melee.
Okay. Sounds
That's all.
good. Are you gonna move into anywhere? You want to go anywhere?
I'll sit tight where I'm at.
Okay. So
Okay.
cool. That's it. All right. Yes.
I am going to go against my nature, and I'm going to use Chromatic Orb Ice,
Okay.
twinned at the fire guy.
Okay. Roll for hits.
Nice.
Nat 20 and a 16 plus 5.
Nice. Roll me damage. Well, make sure you do the crit first, and then do the other one.
All right, so this is the crit. 7, 12. So 12 points.
So doubled.
Is it you double it? Okay.
For crits, yeah.
So
24.
24.
Okay.
And the second one
Oh,
is 16. So it's 40 points of damage.
40
Cold.
points of damage. Yeah. Go ahead and finish him.
Boom, baby.
He wasn't expecting the ice damage.
Snipes.
He goes from a flaming demon to a stone of a block of ice
Cool.
and shatters.
Awesome. So you watch as Azrael goes, no, not this shit, not again. And goes, and you see like the chromatic orb gets large from the stone form, and you just see this frost like coming off the sides of it, and you see like the swishy kid looks at it and he goes, and like it lands into him, and he's like, oh, and like at first, like you can see where there's like steam coming off, and then just like slowly the ice molds over, and he actually turns back into like this human form, and it immediately freezes him over. He stops, and the whole chromatic orb just continues its way through, shattering him into pieces as he collides into the
Oh
ground.
my god.
All the undead around you drop dead.
Shooting arrows just not cool enough for you?
Shoot a whole bunch of chromatic orbs.
Phil,
Turn
do
some
not write that
people to
down.
ice.
Phil goes, You just one-shot an Inferdy.
Philip.
Do not write that down, Phil.
Phil. Phil, sweetie. And I'm on Monday.
Phil,
Come
give me the
here.
pen.
Oh, come here.
I did an amazing thing just. I mean, you guys did such an amazing thing right now.
Phil, can I see what you're drawing? Come here.
He like shows you, and
Is
like
he close
you can,
enough that I could touch him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to like grab him in a bear hug?
Yeah.
But it's more like a motherfucker, don't turn away.
He's like, oh god, okay.
All right, dipshit, shut up.
All
What
right.
was that? It knew your name. Who was he?
That was just a minion of Hades.
Oh yeah.
No.
Can I flick his ear? Just a minion of 80s, you dipshit.
You not know how much Hades hates Hercules? Of course, Hercules
No!
is changing.
We're not from here, you tiny little ass!
He's just like, oh my god, you're so angry.
Yes! Because you keep bitching out and leading us in this stuff, you little... Spike him on the ground.
He like, hits the ground and he goes unconscious.
Oh.
I'll heal him.
Alright, he wakes back up and he's like,
He's missing his pen when he gets
That's
back
right.
up.
You see that? You see what I could do?
oh, it's my pen!
Phil, we're your gods now.
I had a friend like you.
I'm gonna continue
His
the
name was
rest of the way alone.
I'm Brick. I'm alright with this. It's fine.
He's a little scared now.
No record.
What's his max?
Where you look back at where the Inferdy was,
Got one.
there is
Okay.
just ash. Even though he turned to ice, when he hit the ground and shattered, it just turned into like this ash, this chalk that is on the ground now.
Collect up some of that.
Did he have a name?
You have what is known as fire salts.
Ah.
I think so too.
Did he have a name or was he just a thing?
No, they usually are just miserable imps.
Right.
That's
You really never heard of a flameborn? This is strange.
What can we
That's my
say?
last name.
We have people.
He didn't sound like Bobcat Goldberg.
Azrael's
did
like,
he?
As a matter of fact, I have.
huh?
He didn't sound like Bobcat Goldberg, did he?
Go for it.
Yeah. All right. So, rapidly, you pick back up your stuff, and you prep everything to start moving again. You guys ready to go again?
Yeah.
I would like to.
The smoke is gone, by the way.
Did the skeletons, did their bodies remain?
The bones did and stuff like that. So yeah, the shields and the swords, the falchions are there.
Take a shield.
Take a shield.
Yep.
You got one. Kind of gross, but it's a shield.
While he was unconscious,
Mhm.
I would like to baby Bjorn him to me.
Like backpack him.
Nope, in the front.
Oh, so he's just sitting there chilling.
Yeah,
So he can't run
Run.
away.
Got it.
That's
I'll-
what she
I'll-
wants.
I'll put him down when it's necessary.
He like wakes up and he's like,
Oh.
oh, "This is nice." And he falls asleep.
That's fine.
All right, let me get survival and a perception check, please.
Survival's not going good.
21 for perception.
That's a 10.
Excuse me, just
10.
a 20 for perception.
20.
Unless Bloodwing can help me out, where I'm getting lost.
You can have advantage. That's fine. You have Bloodwing up in the air. It's daytime.
Nah, Bloodwing can't see shit.
No, which is doesn't not make sense. The water is getting closer, and it is washing. Ooh, the mic. It is washing in and out most of the tracks, but you're catching them in strange intervals. So a 10 is still fine because Herc is leaving every great once in a while, still like some mark somewhere. With a 20 perception, you are able to see a lot of what's coming towards you. Water, animals, everything else. You're highly alert at this point because literally Hades just took a swing at you.
He tried.
You guys move through the day, and it hits right about midday at this point. I assume your characters take a stop.
Whilst we travel,
Mhm.
and when he's awake, can I ask him as much about the physical description of Hork's wife?
Orc's wife?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
You got a picture of her?
I do. and like he like tries to maneuver to his bag, and he goes kind of. Oh, that's my button. All right, I like where this is going. And he takes his bag, and you see him like rummage around, and then he pulls out. It's a not that big of a scroll, and it's just a headshot. It is a female elf. Long flowing hair. There is no color to this picture, so you wouldn't know what color hair it would be. But he does describe her. He goes, her hair is actually long. It's very blonde, and it almost always seems like there's never a flaw to it, no matter what's going on or the circumstance. Though she seems very frail, she's actually quite strong. Very fast.
She does it wearing sandals and everything.
Yeah, she's kicked me my fair share of times without me even seeing it coming.
I like her.
And he goes, I'm very surprised you don't know Dinero.
Aww. Yeah, me too. She sounds pretty.
He goes, well,
Do you have a color? What's your favorite color?
her favorite color?
Yeah.
Purple?
Okay.
I think.
Okay, it is now.
I'm getting shit now from back home. I shouldn't have described anything just now. Hi, Lexi. So he does describe Daenerys, but he does say her nickname is also Meg. He goes, she's quite fantastic. She definitely keeps Hork in line because, the ego is just as big as the body. And I'm assuming this conversation would be happening while you guys are eating lunch.
Yeah.
And where you guys actually end up stopping is the ravine actually crests back out into a semi-forest. So you guys will be moving still along the side if you stay on this side of the river, along still the mountainous side. But there is now forest that is starting to arc out on the right side. And as you continue after lunch and discussions, do you guys want to talk to each other about anything? I don't want to stop that either.
What exactly? Not in front of Phil. What are we trying to fix here?
Earmuffs, Phil.
Yeah, earmuffs.
See, now you can say anything. Shit. Fuck. It doesn't matter.
He's got earmuffs on.
So he's going to save his wife, right?
Guys.
I'm mixed up.
From what it sounds like.
Would you like to talk to your Demi?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll a charisma check, and then if it's higher than a 10, roll me a percentage dice.
10 plus 13.
Cool. So, percentage dice, please.
96.
Nice. Demi goes, Herc doesn't have the item that should be killing said thing that he is going to hunt down.
Right.
And also, there's no one there to watch.
And that would be Phil.
Correct.
All right.
So you ought to deliver this because there's no way Phil would have made it past those bandits, let alone that whatever the hell that thing was from hell.
So we should hurry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the last your Demi says.
Yeah. We need to hurry.
All right. Can you go faster?
We could.
Go. Gotta go fast.
Think we're done with lunch.
So he goes, but I've just back
You can
Back
eat on
into
the way,
the-
honey.
back into the backpack. All right. He just ate lunch, so now he's passed out.
Give him some Cheerios.
Sleepy.
All right, survival check.
Survival
And someone new, give me a perception.
I can do it, yes.
21.
5.
I guess. Wow.
5.
Oh, this is a spicy one.
Oh, yes.
Don't laugh. Fuck your mouth.
You guys make your way about 3 hours around this crest. Phil kind of confirms you guys are definitely heading the right direction towards the mouth. And almost like simultaneously, when Phil like goes, "Yeah, we're going the right way," you see like a huge carve into the side of the mountain where Herc is definitely like hit it. Just to let you know. However, the river hits a certain point where it kind of gets close to each. Both sides of the river get close,
Okay.
and it rapids. And as you're getting to this like narrow part, the rapid is about 15 feet from the other side, so it's just a 15 by 15 foot across to the other shoreline. On the other side of the shoreline, however, you see there is a small little girl who is being cornered by 8 very large, full-blooded orcs. And behind them, you can see 1 very large troll.
So they aren't paying attention to us.
They have not really seen you yet, except for the troll.
The troll has seen us.
The troll has definitely
Here's
seen
the
you.
thing.
The troll has seen
Right, because you're an orc.
I mean, to quote a video game, little girl, really advanced books, whole bunch of orcs around. She's up to some fucked up shit.
Here's the thing. We're here to fix history, not
Perception
necessarily
check.
engage everyone.
Perception?
just you, though. You're
Okay.
the only one.
I do not.
You
feel
can
right
make a
about
perception
this.
check.
I
so you
don't
too,
necessarily either.
With help from blood, or?
But this
Yes,
isn't our
actually,
history.
very much so.
Hey.
Blood is gonna let you know.
Natural 20.
Nice. You go ahead, Blood, and Blood heads up.
Mm-hmm.
And as Blood is heading up, you see all the orcs look at the hawk, and as they all look up, they all have that black hand mark on their face, and some of them have it across their chests, and you can see they are littered with all these black hand marks. And the troll has one that's from his own hand, obviously, and it starts one here, and then he has one that's on his back as well. They are littered with this marking all over them. The girl, however, is not making any noise.
Mm-hmm.
You got nat 20, so I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you like the whole scope. Like
Cool.
you're
Yeah.
kind of moving enough now at this point to like get all the full scope of it, and you move in just enough to like hear she is trying frantically. You can see her mouth moving. 0 sound is coming out. There is no noise. She's clapping her hands, and like that's the only sound you're hearing. Like, and she's like waving for like help. No voice. Nothing is coming out.
Something stole her voice.
When
Y'all got 3 seconds.
I know when I have my friend up, can she clap?
And
Or Kimber 2's up
she does not make noise.
at all?
She does not produce noise or speak. You'd have to do like thaumaturgy or something at the same time as it to make the sound.
Yeah. Fuck.
As you're now drawing bow and you're starting to move upwards, you hear the troll go, "They're here!" And like you hear him yell out, "They're here!" And all 8 of the orcs like stop and they look, and you see like they immediately drop shield down, and they put their swords on the edge of it, and you see the little girl like is frantically looking around, confused. She sees you, and then she goes, and she jumps into the rapid, trying to get away. She tried to jump to a rock. She's little. She's a little
Yeah.
girl.
All right. If they, I'll shoot an orc
Go for it. Roll for hit.
with advantage because they haven't acted yet,
Correct?
and I'm gonna make it.
They
'cause I
just
have
went
the-
into a defensive position. That's all they did. They were like squatting to get ready, just like it's nothing that's like actually
Sure.
combat wise.
I'm gonna use the sharpshooter with my -5.
Cool. Go
So,
for it.
18.
18. Nice. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
You're just taking out. So let's do this.
8 plus 10 plus 3, 21 points of damage.
Alright. So what was the damage?
21.
21 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, you actually knock off one immediately. The farthest left. You're just kind of like taking numbers at this point.
Yeah. Boom, baby.
Yeah. Exactly.
I bet he don't like me.
I'd like to jump in the river immediately and actually go and save her.
You want to go into the saver?
Before
All right.
you do, I cast Bless at second level on you, and the little girl.
Sure thing.
So you get a D4 on every attack roll or saving throw for the next minute or until I lose
She looks like
concentration.
she's drowning in the water at this point.
Well,
So-
she gets a D4 to saving check.
So let's go ahead and flip as you're diving in the water. So you are now making your way into the rapid. Go ahead and give me a strength check before we go into initiative. Just give me your strength check.
Can I add athletics to it?
Yeah,
It-
it's an
it's
athletics roll.
swimming.
You're bouncing from rocks. You're trying to avoid going into the water.
Yeah.
You're more maneuvering to get out in front of her to grab her up out of it. There's still rocks sticking out of this rapid.
Gotcha.
So if you fall in, then we start making strength checks instead of
Yeah, athletics
athletics
as
because now you're trying to get the hell out of it because you're in armor.
Right, go 14.
14? Yeah, you start maneuvering the rocks pretty quickly. She's still about 10 feet drowning in the water on her way to you. So I'm going to say now at the top of the order, you're prepping yourself to grab her up and out of the water when she comes around. All right. Everyone free actions to take out their weapons if they want to.
Can I bonus action spiritual weapon?
Yeah, when he did that, you would either
No,
need
that
it's either the bless or
bless.
it's the
Bless.
okay. Yeah, it's either one or the other, not both.
That's fair.
All right, so let's flip for initiative and then let's begin. So, the way they're lined up, just so we all know, you guys are all on the coast, on the other side of this rapid. They are all lined up side by side now with shields out, trying to create like a line to not get hit. And the
8
troll
orcs.
is behind them.
7 orcs.
7 orcs and 1 troll.
There's now 7 orcs and 1 troll
In the distance?
in the distance. Yes.
What? How far is that?
Oh, the troll. The troll is he's only like 40 feet away. He's standing behind them, so like he is definitely in charge of this little outcropping of whatever these damn things.
So we would
are
have to
serving.
cross the rapids in order to get to them.
In melee range, yes, to get in melee range for sure. But for you, it'd be just a straight up athletics check to get to the other side. He's athletics checking to stop in the middle of this thing and get his footing right to actually snatch.
Do they have any
Gotta go
ranged weapons on them?
Huh?
Are they wielding any ranged weapons?
Them? No,
It seems like it's our advantage. We just stay here and fire at them.
for now.
Yeah, for
If we
now.
can.
Right.
All right, that's the end of that. All right, so let's start at the top. Ace.
Me,
All right,
I'm gonna do my best to cross the rapids.
all right. So give me an athletics check as you're moving.
That's 18.
18. Yeah, you make it across pretty easily. You use half of your movement to get over, however, because it is considered rough terrain, but you do get right up on the orc that's next to the one he killed first. I would assume you're being strategic about it and not going to run right into the middle of all of
Mm-mm.
them, right? Okay.
No, I'm gonna sidestep,
Okay. Go ahead and roll for hit.
and I'm gonna do fighting spirit. Let's see here. That's a 16. It's a good thing I had advantage too.
Yeah.
So 16 plus 4, 20.
Hits.
Damage for. It's a 4, 6.
4, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He takes the blow. You kind of like cut into the shield and him at the same time as he like shoves it off and like grunts as you're now he's like reeling back to attack. So, right. Who's next?
King. Queen.
It's King, Queen. Let's go.
I'm gonna hunter's mark the one that looks like he's about to hit my friend, and advantage because they haven't attacked yet. Here we go. So for me, 18 to hit.
18 hits for sure.
That is 7 points of damage.
7 points. All right. Still up.
And Bloodwing, finish him.
Bloodwing comes down. All right.
14 for Bloodwing.
14 total.
14 total to hit.
That one does not. As Bloodwing tries to swoop down, the shield just ricochets him off.
All right.
Almost, but not quite.
So close, Blood.
All right. That's the end of your turns,
Mm-hmm.
right? All right. Next is going to be King or Queen. Jack.
Jack. Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
You got it.
Where
Where do you want to put it?
Next to Le Troll.
It's the troll. Okay.
Yes. It can move 60 feet.
You got it.
So
You want to take an attack?
yeah,
Go for it.
18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Okay, and then that's D. Plus that's the attack modifier. So just the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Plus ability modifier, which is wisdom.
Should be wisdom plus your proficiency.
So 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so
What is it to hit?
8.
8 to hit?
No, it was I rolled a 12.
18.
18 to hit.
Okay.
So
The damage on it, I rolled a 2.
2 damage plus your modifier, which should be
Wisdom is 4.
wisdom your
It's
modifier.
4, right?
So 6 damage.
6 damage total.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Hey, no.
I
You.
really hate casting. And
Well, with that, it's a melee attack. Just you got to look at the hit and the +6
Mhm.
is no different than if you were using your rapier on your rogue.
yeah, it's just that's not. It's fine.
It just looks weird.
So that's
6 damage total, right?
yeah.
Nice.
That's action bonus action.
That's a bonus action.
It's
for-
bonus action to put it up and move it because you
To-
can move it on the first turn.
You attack on the first turn with it. So that's just a bonus action, a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
And action, sacred flame at the troll.
Yep.
He has to
Roll
make
a
a
save.
save.
He saves.
What was it?
16
Yeah,
plus.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it.
All right. I need to flip. Ooh. Okay. All right.
Was it Jack?
That was Jack. It is the troll's turn. The troll you see reaches behind him and picks up this huge friggin' stone and launches it right at him. However, you are very nimble,
I am.
so you dodge right out of the way as I roll a natural 2. And then he tries to take a swat at the spiritual weapon and doesn't understand what the hell is going on with that.
Yes.
But he lets out a yell, "Give no quarter!" And like he yells a command at them. To which only one of you understand when he yells "Give no quarter," unless anybody else speaks Orcish. Right now, at the current moment, though, Azrael speaks Orcish.
I do not.
So, just because of what's going on.
There's a fail.
Okay, that is the end of the troll's turn. And let's get 10, 9, 8.
8.
8.
Okay. So I do have my eye on the troll, but I'm trying to be aware of where, because you went up there, didn't you? I'm trying to be aware of where.
I'm like in the front line.
Kariba
in
is?
front of the ogres.
But I would like to moonbeam the troll so long as he's not within that radius.
For sure. All right. Moonbeam.
So I'm gonna like crescent moon.
You got it.
Moonbeam.
She's the one they call Sailor Moon. He does make the save. So go ahead and roll damage.
Power of the moon.
So it's a 10. So it takes 5 damage.
5 damage. Hey, damage is damage, though.
Damage is damage.
And it's constant too.
Nice.
As long as he stays in the moonbeam. All right. That's it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go. Nice. 7. 7 is You have 7?
Yeah, I'm at 7.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up, man?
how much? Gonna reach for that little girl.
All right, here we go. So give me a dexterity check. All right, the DC, just so we know at the start of this, is just a 10. She's a small girl. It is not going to take very much to yank her out of the water. You're just more aiming right now to make sure the rapid doesn't suddenly just drag her down right as you go to yell.
19.
19. Oh, yeah. You, like, feel the heroic spirit fill you, and you're like, not today, little girl. Like, literally, a little girl comes out, and you're like, hello. She's like, and like you can see like she is drenched and she is crying at the same time, but you can't tell, but you can see it in the face, and she is terrified.
Can I throw her onto the bank with my people?
You want to throw her onto the
Same
bank?
time, like as I lift and just.
What the
Oh.
fuck's wrong with you?
Well, it's only 5 feet, right?
What?
That's Greek heroism.
Hello.
Yeah. Make a.
Discus.
That's what Hercules would have done.
You rolled a 19 for your dex check,
Oh
so
my
I would
God.
assume you would have just pulled out and been like, "You're okay," and then just like rolled her over, like
Yeah.
threw her over to the other side of the bank where she just kind of hits the ground, but she's still
Not
satisfied that she's not drowning.
WWHD.
Cool.
What would Hercules do?
You have movement left. You don't have an action left though.
No action. How far away is everybody from me?
You can get to where he's fighting at this point.
Okay. All right, I want to get right next to him.
Okay.
I'll use bonus action.
You got it.
All right, so bonus action is going to be the Fallen Asimir. So the instant I'm going to transform, I'm going to look super necrotic. I'm
Yes.
gonna
Now
look
you know that does an AOE effect, right?
only in what I can see. So if I'm looking away from everybody else,
That's
no,
no.
that's not happening.
No, I'm pretty sure it's an AOE effect. Everything around you is getting
It's-
affected by it.
Yeah, it's not just people that you're looking at. It's
Okay.
Yeah. So he would get hit by it if you did that. Just so you know.
because
Could get hit by it.
fear
What's
doesn't
the
stop when you turn
what's it
around.
do?
What
It's
type of
For
what
it's
type
a 14
fallen
charisma
Asimir.
saving throw.
fallen asthma? I'll double check.
Warforged takes necrotic damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if you get feared, just because you turn around doesn't mean you're not feared anymore.
Let's take a look. Talk to
He's
me.
gonna tell me
Bull.
here in a second.
Yeah. As
Um,
soon as this
I like
looks.
to
We'll
break
get back
ranks.
to
I like
that.
to
We'll
break
see how that
ranks.
affects.
Yeah. break
So-
ranks.
7. Anybody else 7? Just me? Okay. The orc's turn. The orc that's right next to you is gonna come in on you.
Mm,
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Awesome. Wait, 17.
It hits.
That hits. Okay. Sorry.
Oof. Big oofs.
I missed it by
Uh,
that much.
That is 6 points of piercing damage as it jabs in. Another orc is now gonna round its way around you. Let's see. And actually, when it moves up towards you, it's gonna take a stab at Bloodwing. A natural 5. Bloodwing goes.
Yeah, you tell him, blood.
Yeah, so it's a 9 to hit.
Not
I doubt that
today.
hits.
That is not. Yeah, AC of 15 on blood. Blood
Yeah.
wing. So,
Bloodwing's a tank.
well, he gets my proficiency bonus, and he's really dexy. So,
Yeah.
So here's the deal with this necrotic shroud. It would be. It's an action to unleash it.
Mhm.
So that prevents you from doing it here. However, in the future, when you do it, the instant you transform, other creatures within 10 feet of you that can see you. So
Okay.
they have to be able to see you, not you see them.
Okay.
And they have to be within 10 feet of you. So you could position yourself away from your allies
Yeah. So
to
behind.
do that. They become frightened until the end of your next turn. So it is a short-term effect. Transformation lasts for a minute. There's no concentration. That's nice. And every turn, you can, once per turn, deal extra necrotic damage equal to your level. So at this level, it'd be 3. But the action is what's really preventing you from doing that.
Correct. So, yes, I knew it was something that didn't matter what was going on. If you're within 10 feet and it has eyeballs and it can see you, it's getting feared.
Cool.
But you can still be up there. Is that where you want to be?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right.
Cool.
So, and then a 4th orc runs up, and this one's going to be on you. no, that's a 10 to hit. That dice just does not want me to do any damage to you guys today.
Okay with that.
Right. And the other orcs are actually going to go and form a defensive perimeter around the troll. Actually, you know what? Nah, they're jumping across the river. So let's make 2.
Please fail. Please fail.
Nat 20s on both of them
Oh.
as they jump over, and they are actually going to be in direct melee range of Azrael and you at the same time. So when they come up over, they're immediately launching attacks into you.
Oh.
That is a 16 to hit,
Oh.
Oh, that hits.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
hits.
15 to hit.
Yep.
Lucky for you, you take 3 points of damage. Unlucky for you, you take 8 points of damage. As you get stabbed by piercing damage, 2 more come across the river. One does not make it. He slips on a rock as he's trying to run across, and hits the water and hits his head. So he's actually stunned for 1 round. And the other one, however, does make it over, and odds it's right. Evens is left. Evens is left, Azrael.
Son of a.
It's a natural 1, so don't worry. He comes up and he like slips on the bank a little bit and like it stabs into the dirt to like keep his balance, but he stands back up. But this attack does miss. Cool. I mean, cool, but not cool, you know?
Could be cooler.
He's cool.
But now I'm coming on.
You tell that orc to be cool. You say, orc,
Yeah, but it's
be
only-
cool.
It's 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
One's right behind me. He just hit the fuck out of
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube.
Okay. So
me. 15.
If he's right next
that
to it,
is the end of their turn. It's 6. 6. Azrael, what's up?
All right, so we got 3 of them on my bank.
They're actually really lined up too. I have to be honest with
Boom.
you.
That's
They're
exactly
literally
what
like
I'm
1,
doing.
2, 3, like where they landed. They just came charging into you guys from over. So do you want to line them all up?
I am going to line them up and light them up.
All right. So you are going to take an attack of opportunity if you line all 3 of them up.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's worth it.
wait, no. The third one is the one who slipped. So no, he rolled a natural 1. So he is going to have no reaction for this round. I'm going to give him a punishment
Ooh.
because
That's nice.
That's very
Yeah.
nice.
12, 19 points if they don't save.
19 points if they don't save. All right, let's see.
he'll get an
The first 2 are saves. That one is not though. So the one closest to you does not save, and then the other 2 did. So how much damage
So
was
it'll
it?
be 10, 10, and 19.
10, 10, and 19. The one directly in front of you dies immediately.
Boom.
The other 2, however, are still standing, but they are rough looking. I don't think they brought their prepared for magic pants. And can you do me a favor? Can you roll me 2
Should I do it?
2d6s?
12.
Wow. The guy in the water is bleeding out as he's going. So you can see it's not going to be very much to like wipe him out. He hit pretty hard as he was trying to do this fancy shit coming across the water.
Good look, buddy.
Damn, that's tough. Because he's stunned too. I don't think he's a problem anymore. I don't see him being a problem anymore.
He's going downriver, man.
Yeah,
Probably wants to battle between myself. I
he
slipped on a
fucked up
rock.
on such an easy jump that like I was like, you hit your head on the rapids. Like you're in a rapid now. You're still getting hit in the head as you're knocked unconscious for 6 seconds.
Say to one of the orcs in front of me, you might
Yeah,
wanna put
I
some
would
points on
say
his
I would
eye.
say well enough as a free action, all of you can see that orc that's in the water is dead right now. I mean they're just slow levels, you know.
Yes, I do know.
So nice attack, Azrael. Azrael, that's the end of your turn. Who's next? It's gonna be that was 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Actually, Little girl. Little girl runs right over to you. You're the only girl that's here, so
Oh.
she immediately just runs to you, like,
You
and she
already
just
got a
like
baby strapped to you.
starts. You can see it's just silent. Her like going.
Cool.
It's a struggle. All right. Go ahead and flip them. Nice. Ace. Ace is the orcs. The orc that is closest to you at this point is going to move forward. He's got that same little like laser beam mark and singes all over him, but he's going to take an attack. That is not a good attack, however, and so it's just a 9 to hit.
Nope.
I didn't think so. The other one is going to roll up on you. He's already in melee range of you anyways, so he's going to attack. That's a natural 16 plus, so he's going to hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
You take another 7 points of damage,
Oh my god.
piercing damage, and he brings his shield back up. And let's see, we have the one that is attacking Bloodwing is going to attack Bloodwing again. That's a 16 to hit,
That does hit.
and that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage to Bloodwing.
Hey, leave my bird alone.
Bird will turn at first, but then looks like, I'm going to get that ass. That's gonna be I didn't come here for boy booty. I came here for man booty.
Bloodwing is quite the dynamic character.
I'm giving Bloodwing all the personality trait, and
Oh
then
man, he's proper, but he'll get it.
the one squaring off, the one squaring off with you misses. He rolls a natural 5, and then the one in front of you, he's gonna take a swing. That's a natural 16 plus, so 20 to hit. Yeah, all right, and that's gonna be 10 points of piercing damage as he stabs into you with the spear. All right. That is the end of the orc's turn. So next is that was ace, king, queen, jack. 10.
10.
Who wants to go first?
I'm faster.
Yeah.
So I will move the hunter's mark to the guy that hit Bloodwing.
Yeah.
Let's fuck that guy.
Yeah, kill him. Kill him.
Let's do it. No,
No.
that's
you,
an 11.
you actually landed like you tried to like hit him in the face with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Bloodwing is already like mid motion, like moving, so he's raising the shield, and you hit like exactly where his head was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
The shield replaces its spot.
Mm.
Would have been a really accurate hit
An
though.
11. But
Yeah.
yeah. So
All right. Next is Lord.
I'm gonna take care of our troll problem.
Okay.
That's real problem, man.
Control problem.
still a trooper.
Nice.
19 plus 2 is 21 plus 5, so that's gonna hit, and 12 plus 5 is gone.
Seven.
How many twins do you get? How many twin spells do you get?
I can use as long as I got sorcery points. so-
Okay, just making
I
sure.
got enough.
I've never played sorcerer before,
Mhm.
so
So
this is gonna be a learning curve for
And
me.
that's a level 2, so that will wipe out my sorcery points unless I trade in a spell slot for it.
Cool. All right, so let's go. Roll damage.
Oh wait,
You're hitting the troll, right?
Yes.
does a 12 hit?
There's a 12 hit on the. No.
Work. I didn't think so, but
Sorry.
it was worth a shot.
Yeah, remember you guys are blessed if you're blessed.
Thank you,
So
Black.
this is
Way
It's fire and 11 level 2.
Fire level 2. All right.
Nice.
Ooh.
15 plus 7 is 22.
22 damage. Nice.
Wow.
And it's 12, 13, 14, 19.
19 damage on another one.
Yep.
41.
And it's fire damage.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me a percentile, please.
45.
45. In a million years. That was 44.
Ah.
He is considered caught on fire.
Hank the
Sweet.
Maker.
It's not going to do extra damage, but for those who know anything about trolls, it's pretty important.
Yeah, all my fire is radiant. It's not fire.
Why is it so bright? Well, it's not.
He is messed up and he is on fire at the same time. Troll does not look very happy. All right, what were you? You were 10?
10.
9.
9.
9.
How bad does Kevin look?
I'm looking pretty rough.
Pretty dead.
I'm
Pretty.
going to
Pretty gone.
healing word you. Because that's all I can do right now. Okay, it's not terrible. So 8 points. Excuse me, that's not correct. 7.
7.
7 points of healing.
Oh, okay.
So you go up by 7.
So I'm going back.
Um,
Wow.
And that was a bonus action. Was it? Yeah. Does the little girl look okay?
Little girl looks fine. She looks terrified, but she's not hurt.
Okay, then I'm going to use
She's got a
my...
little scuff on her face from where she got tossed on the other side of the river, but better than drowning.
I'm going to
Hey,
use
Conquest Paladin.
my action to
You
sing her a song.
You can trade your action for your bonus action for spiritual weapon attack.
Yeah, don't forget you have spiritual weapon.
I know, but it's a bonus action to use.
So you can
But
use.
you can trade an action to
yeah,
do
you
a
can do
bonus
the healing
action.
word, and then I'll let you attack with your spiritual weapon as well.
Okay.
So would you like to attack with spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Roll me a hit. So roll d20.
How do I play D&D?
Plus 6.
It's a
24 to
18.
hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. So,
So-
roll me some damage.
D8.
Ooh.
So 10.
Plus yeah.
Yeah.
So nice damage. Yeah. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Well, I thought I knew, but I don't know anymore.
So for right now, it just looks like this giant
Beam
hammer.
of light. Okay, hammer.
Well, because we're in Greece, right?
Yeah.
When in Greece,
Get Grecian.
it's
I'm gonna get
yeah,
greasy.
Yeah. We'll just go with a hammer for right now.
it's a hammer. It's
Hammer
just
time.
a giant fucking
You go.
hammer.
All right, now stop. Hammer time.
Boom.
All right, hammer hits.
Could just go with like spear or something.
I could, but I didn't.
Now we're on to hammers, though. All right, that is the end of Kimber's turn. Nice damage. That was 9, 8, 7, 6,
7. Bloodwing.
7. Hey, Bloodwing, what's up?
Let's do this.
Bloodwing
Kill
the
them.
gangster. Go Bloodwing.
Oh yeah, 23.
23.
Jesus.
Nice.
Does Bloodwing benefit of Hunter's Mark?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, that's
So,
all right. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage, and he's attacking the one that's attacking him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Fuck that guy.
Nice. Bloodwing gets a nice deep laceration straight across his face. Like you can just see like where like
Mhm.
what was the hand mark is now just Bloodwing's talon instead, like the
Nice.
3 prongs straight across the face.
Somebody's getting a treat.
That's right.
It's not gonna live for this.
Not gonna matter after this.
That's it for Bloodwing.
All right, and then that was 7, 6. Both of you. Who wants to go first?
All right, so there's 2 enemies in front of me, right?
Yes, there's 2 enemies in
There
front of
should
you.
be one that I'm.
There's one he's squaring off against and one you're squaring off against.
Alrighty. How far away is the troll?
The troll is about 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
25, 35. 20, 25 to 30, give or take.
Alrighty. Well, I just take a divine smite directly in front of me at the orc that's sitting in front of me.
Go for it. Roll for hit first, then tell me Divine Smite.
16.
16. Oh, yeah, that hits. So go ahead and roll. Roll damage.
I'll just smite this.
2d8s plus weapon damage.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's dead. Sorry. Wait. 19.
19 points of damage. Nice. Yeah. You square off with him for just a brief moment, and then the dummy forgets that you're a paladin for some reason and doesn't know what that is at all. and he goes to like block, and your divine smite just goes and like it breaks the shield in half, cuts his arm, and then implants itself. And at first you're like, oh, not the whole thing, and then you see the light like come off your blade, and it's almost like a booster as it goes. And you're like, oh, there it is. That's satisfying.
stuff.
That's
Okay.
satisfying.
Just a
As
little
like
rusty. Just a
the
little
thing
rusty.
just parts in half, and you just see blood like jets go off in between the middle.
One clean sweat.
Yeah. All right. Murder, death, and everything. Let's go. Keep it going.
All right. So I am going to take a swipe at that damn work.
Go for it.
It's not gonna work. And I miss. And I'm going to action surge
Go for it.
to hit again.
Yeah, man.
That's a 14.
That one hits.
All right. So
Wait, a 14 total?
14 total.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Just barely misses as you go to smack
Oh, you
into
got
him.
the blessing.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, yeah, you're blessed.
Oh, so
So that's going to hit. Yeah, even
It's
if you
two
roll a one.
attack rolls.
it's
Yeah.
2.
So what was your
Two.
first number?
It's 14, then plus 2, so 16.
What was the first one you rolled?
The
though?
first one was a 3, so that wouldn't.
Oh, no, that one's going to hit.
Right,
So
the
roll
action
damage for me.
surge, We'll do that. So let's see. That's 8 plus 2, so 10.
You go, wow, I can do that as well. And you go, and like the shield stops you, and you go, and you like smile because your blade is flat. And then you just like slide it up the shield and just go straight down and carve into the shoulder using the momentum of him trying to like stop you with the shield, but it's not fast enough. And he almost shoves it himself, and you just clean part him just the same way as he did. Without the light show, though.
There
All
was a
right.
glimmer of the steel, though, as it penetrated his face.
There I was, wondering, wherefore art thou?
And you
All
heard
right.
a ting.
That was what number? 6?
Yeah.
Little girl has now moved herself behind you and is like hiding. If you're trying to console her and stuff, she just like rotates with you so that she's not in direct sight line.
Yeah,
of
can I
the
keep like a
orc
hand down for her?
Yeah.
To hold the other ones.
He's in there just going like, you can let me down whenever you want.
Shut
you know,
up,
I just can get
Phil.
out of your way.
Busy.
Actually, no, he's dead silent and he's just watching everything.
Good. Good.
All right,
Like
so that's the end of that. 6, 5. 5 is the troll. The troll is going to lug another rock out of desperation at you. You're in Bloodwing. Bloodwing, all three of you are jammed up together. Does not care about the orc that you are there with. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that hits all of you.
I'm out. Okay.
I think he's throwing it at us.
Oh,
He is throwing it at you guys.
Me and him.
Yeah, you and Bloodwing. So all three of you are grouped together right now. You guys are side by side where you're fighting the orcs. And he's throwing quite a large rock at you guys. So that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it collides down into you.
Blowing is out.
Bloodwing is out.
Give me a minute.
Not dead,
Blood.
just unconscious, squished like a little bird on the ground.
No.
As the impact hits you. The troll is now going to roar and start running at you guys. However, that killed the orc that was attacking Bloodwing, so fear not. The orc died in that process. The orc is like, whoa. Like, gets smashed into. The troll's going to run up, and he's going to hit the glowy one first. Well, the only other attack he has left. So that's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits me.
Ouch.
That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he punches you straight into the mouth with his giant troll hand.
All right, I am at 5 out of 31.
5 hit points. Hey, that's not bad though. You're still standing. And that is the end of the troll's turn. Next is going to be that was 5. Anybody else on the board?
I have
3.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I'd like to know really quick where everything is from where I am. Like, is
You
there
have
something?
a orc directly in front of
Yeah.
you right now, stabbing you.
So, are any of my friends like in a 15 cube radius of me right now?
In a 15 cube radius?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 15-foot cube.
No,
Yeah, that's what no?
it's just him and the orc that's right next to him.
Okay, so I would like to thunder wave
You sure can.
this thing that's trying to kill me.
Go for it.
So,
It is a dex save from both of them.
Constitution.
it's a constitution.
Con
yeah.
save. Okay. One saves, the other one does not. So go ahead and roll me damage.
All right, it's 4d8 because it's this, right? Second level.
No.
2d8, and then when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level. Oh no, second level or higher. It's only on spell 1. Just kidding. So
Roll
it's 2d8.
damage. And then if they save, it's only half damage, right?
If they save, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Roll high.
I'm trying.
So 8 damage total.
Yeah.
8 damage total.
8 damage.
If they saved.
If
Uh,
they saved, it's 4.
If they
okay.
saved, it's 4.
So 8 damage total that you rolled. All right. They're still standing, but they look hella rough.
The one that saved doesn't get moved, but the one that failed gets pushed.
10 feet. Yeah.
So the one in front of you does not get pushed, but the one next to you gets pushed
Mm-hmm.
back 10 feet, and he actually hits the water. Let's see if he can save himself. He does not. So he collides into the rocks and the ravine and everything, and he actually dies.
Technically, you got one.
I got one.
You got one, man.
The one that I wanted to get is still there. So.
Yeah. The one in front of you, though, looks really, really rough. All right.
You and I both, buddy.
Let's flip him again.
I'm going to die.
All right, ready? Ace.
Ace.
Fuck you! I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark and I'm shooting the orc because Mordecai is just screaming about Bloodwing.
Okay.
The troll.
Troll.
Which orc are you shooting at? The ones to your left?
Shooting troll. Shooting
Troll.
the
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Pick this up. We're getting the heavy ones.
Oh.
18 to hit
18 definitely hits.
and 12 points of piercing damage.
Finish him.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Wanna shoot his heart out.
Shoot his heart out,
Like
Out.
You, like
Just-
you did yours.
clean through it.
Clean through.
Okay,
Out the back of his I want a morsel for Bloodwing to taste when I wake him up.
gotcha. You want a kebab? Got it.
Yeah.
Get some hit points back too.
Yeah, watching the.
I got a snack for you, Bloodwing. It's okay, buddy. It's troll heart. It'll keep coming back. It's good. Just chew it. It's real chewy.
The rock collides with everybody on the other side, and you see Bloodwing. Bloodwing's like half in the river, half out of the river, like getting hit by the rapid, and you just get pissed. And you just sling one immediately, almost without even really paying attention to accuracy, and just more how far back you can pull. You launch, and it just goes, and you see the thing like going, and it's going to rear up another attack at him, who's like, no. And then you see just in front of you, you just watch as it goes straight through the chest cavity, because he has his hands up like he's about to just throw down. And it's perfectly aligned to let him through just one of the rib cages and just goes zipping out the backside. And you can see it doesn't carry the heart with it, but you see as the thing goes and it just falls to the ground opposite direction. On its back, there's this nice little blooming onion of a heart just waiting to be picked up and put away.
Wow.
However, a little distance away, just out of the
Blue banana.
little tiny dot, you can see where your arrow is just penetrated into a tree, perfectly sniped. All right.
Mid half.
That is it for your turn.
That's it for me. That's all I got.
What is Bloodwing's rotation in?
Jack.
Jack. All right. So that you were ace,
Ace.
king, queen, queens. We don't need-
I just went orc left, right?
yeah, and it's across the river.
I just
I got
Heal
this.
yourself.
yeah, heal myself. Heal
All
my
right,
hands.
15 points for yourself if you want. What are you gonna do, Azrael?
Just firebolt.
All right, roll for hit.
10 plus 5, 15.
15 just hits. So
Nice.
what is the damage?
Firebolt is 1d10.
All right, roll me damage.
4.
4 damage.
Yep.
It's still standing. Barely, but it's still standing. All right, that's the end of your turns. Jack.
Bloodwing, but he's unconscious.
Death saves.
That's a
He's a real person in this game.
he fails.
Oh,
That's
it's okay.
one
I got it,
failure.
I got it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna
All
be
right.
As you're holding
My biggest fear is to kill a pet in this damn game.
I'm
It's
not
about to
child
go
and a
through.
child. I'll save him. I'll save the fucking birds.
Mommy's
Jack.
got this.
10. 10 is the orcs.
No.
The orc,
Oh.
single orc, he lines up and stabs into you. It's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's 8 points of damage, piercing damage. Are you still up?
I got one.
1 HP. Wow.
You can't get me.
Yeah, and that's the end of his turn. That's it. That's all that's left.
Help.
Who is gonna be next?
That's probably gonna be me. I'm 8.
You're too far away.
Yeah.
You're already gone. When is your next turn?
6.
6, and you're 4.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do something?
I want to heal blood.
All right. So what do you want to do with
A
it?
healing word's the only thing I can do.
Go for it.
Okay.
Just heal Bloodwing. Bloodwing gets back up with whatever that is.
Mhm.
Ariel, hit him.
I'm gonna poison spray this dude.
Do it.
Okay.
It's a deck save, right?
Yeah. No, it's a constitution.
Constitution.
Con
Most
save?
of them are
Yeah.
con save.
Yeah.
What is your spell save DC?
13.
13,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a con save.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He meets it.
No.
Beats it. Fuck. Okay. Well.
Oh wait. No, he doesn't.
Ooh.
Okay.
He
Take a D12.
He
fails.
has no constitution.
This is my
All right, come on. Higher than a 2.
Come, please.
2 or higher. Come on.
Please
Don't be a 1. All right. You just go.
Okay.
Get away from me!
Oh
And
my
like
God.
all of this poison just comes flinging off of your arms and just unleashes into this thing, and he's literally, the poison looks different this time. You watch as the water seems to drain from his body, and he becomes just like this husk and just drops to the ground.
You really don't like this spell, do you?
And,
Why do you like it? It just fucked up.
and it is definitely dead, and combat ends.
Oh my god.
Um,
I'm gonna get on my knee, drop Phil,
ah!
and hello, are you all right? Can you talk? Like ever? You've never been able to talk, and you don't know sign language. You don't know GSL. Okay. You can hear because you have a collar that lets you chew palms. You're
She
not.
can write.
You're not a great mime.
Ha,
You
I've
can
got a pen.
write. Okay. Hey, Phil, let her borrow your shit.
Phil like goes,
Philip.
hands her the stuff. And she writes out. It's a quick note, and she says, "My name is Mila,"
Mila.
and she says, "They call me Mila the Curious."
Who's they?
People
Who's
she meets.
they?
She answers. I'm just gonna answer as she's writing it, so just
Yeah.
know she's writing. She goes, "The people she meets on her adventures."
You have adventures. How many are you? You're 5 years old. How old are you?
I think she's 5 days old.
5 adventures old?
5 months old.
She writes out centuries.
5 centuries.
5 centuries old. And you still haven't mastered talking yet? You're not meant to be. You're not. Oh, right. Cool. So, you hungry? We've got orc.
You can sense there is a slight angelic presence. You would, for sure, with divine sense, you just naturally can feel it.
She's not nothing wrong with her.
She's 5 centuries old. She ain't nothing normal.
Right, but she ain't nothing like evil. Mila the curious.
She starts writing out, and it's a quick tale. She just quick hands it, and she goes, I travel through stories, and my dad lets me go and play whenever I want to.
Who's your dad?
And she draws out. You see, like it's fast, and it's actually pretty illustrated the way how quick she actually draws it out, and it's
She
just
iRobots it.
yeah, and it's a book.
Is your dad Dogma?
I drop to my knees and I go, all for your lord. I threw her to save the life, not because I was angry.
Yeah, you shall.
Boy, am I glad. Boy, am I glad we didn't go with my plan.
But she nods and she goes,
So, what would have happened if we hadn't stopped and helped? Would you have died? Or can you actually, like, take care of yourself? Cool.
Have you ever died before? Never died before. That's impressive.
Do you ever get taller? Or you always look like this?
That's about it, I think.
Okay. He wanted to keep you here. This was the ideal age.
It's a little creepy.
I mean, yeah. No.
Not creepy.
she writes out, this
She gets older, she'll get a boyfriend.
this is the age I was when I ascended.
Ah.
Oh, sure.
You need help getting back.
Make a pure, like, your wisdom check. So this is your Demi jumping in for you at this point. Strangely enough, it's only her Demi who's gonna know too much about this. Yours would know, they're just not tuning in at the moment.
Game of Thrones is still going on.
Yeah, my guy's easily distracted.
It's 15.
No. Like Pong.
Exactly.
What'd you roll?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Roll me a percentage dice, please. So you're gonna roll the 10, and then you're gonna roll the one with the 2 numbers. Yeah.
Nice.
88.
88.
Mhm.
Nice. You guys are rolling high for your gods just talking to you. Yeah. So
I'm looking a little rough on it.
the moment you're sitting there, you're starting to collect yourself, and you're hearing, and she calls herself Mila, and you see the artistry. One, it piques your interest because it's for how fast she drew it. Looks gorgeous. And then you hear slowly, yes, Mila actually has her own wing here. And if you remember correctly, whenever I started describing, there was in the art hall, there was a section. And Mila is the semi-demi of children art and literature.
Is she refrigerator art or no?
She is refrigerator art.
Oh my god!
She is the semi-demi
We
of
have to
refrigerator
protect her at all costs. She's going in the Bjorn.
And she goes, yours goes, usually she's here. But, sometimes she wants to go on her own adventures. And, well,
Oh, Mila.
we didn't realize that we were going to get attacked anytime soon. So she was probably in that book or that pottery when everything went to shit.
Oh,
Mm.
no.
So Mila kind of looks at you and she like writes and she goes, "Can I go home?" ?
I mean, can we ever really go home? Walden would suggest no.
You
You
see,
can
like, she
accompany
starts
us.
going down the deep tunnel.
She grows a little bit taller.
She goes down a rabbit hole. There's someone offering her tea everywhere she goes. Like,
And that's how it happens, kids.
it's Mila in Wonderland. It's like the old school TV version. It's
Oh
not
my
the...
god, with the rapping Tweedles,
Yeah,
which was so awesome.
that was the best version of Alice in Wonderland
yes,
that could have been
hands
granted.
down. Hands down.
But yeah, so you are aware of, like, this is for sure like a daughter of Ogma. It's
Mhm.
not like a direct daughter. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Yes.
pretty difficult to actually achieve that, but
Not for lack of trying on his part. Can we bring her with us? Is she going to be completely...
Um,
Well, we're already bringing Phil.
you know for a fact that you have no way out of here until you fix whatever's wrong in here. You kind of have to.
Hey, do you want to go meet Achilles? Yeah! Yeah, exactly.
She gets really excited and she goes. She runs over to an orc. And she like kicks it and then she like picks up a shield that's way too heavy for her.
Okay.
And then she just drags the sword and she goes.
Mila, you know
Doing
you
good.
can look but not touch, right?
She drops the shield. It's too heavy anyways. Like you see, like the arm was just like. Just let it go.
It was the fury of the small.
Oh, God.
I broke a child's heart.
Okay, we let it pet die, so you know.
So she actually walks over to you and she goes,
Oh my God, you have to.
pick her up, put her on the shoulders. All right.
Hercules.
Phil goes, we're getting pretty close to the underworld at this point. And well, I think we should be there soon, right? He like thinks to himself, and you see him like
I start back
you
up.
see him like with his thumb like pointing, and he goes, probably got like another day to get there.
Blocking his exit.
Hmm?
Blocking his exit.
He's back with her. At this point. He's like now used to the system. He's trained. He's a trained Phil.
Boy.
And as he like loads back up and you guys are like packing up, she's on your shoulders now. About give me a perception check and give me an intelligence check as well.
Okay.
So,
Perception with blood.
yes, that's why you're rolling it. Because blood is pretty much going to be the one who sees this.
21 if it's blood.
21 if it's blood.
No, 20.
20.
20.
Okay. Yeah, blood.
And
Blood.
Intelligence.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check while he goes up. So blood like arcs up above the tree line really
21
quickly.
for intelligence.
Perfect. Blood sees something that alarms him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he comes back down in your own unique way that you're able to communicate with each other,
Mm-hmm.
blood tells you that a good distance away, there is a large flashing of light.
Hmm.
And it looks like it's hitting into things. And it just started, and the only reason that blood saw it was because blood went up high enough to he just got crushed, so he's stretching
Yeah.
the wings again
Absolutely.
to try and shake off getting hit really hard. And he saw it a good distance away. It is still about a day's out from traveling to get to this point,
Okay.
but it seems like something is going on that direction. You
Yeah.
are heading still the correct direction. So go ahead and make one last history check for me.
11.
11. You hear in your head, give me a percentage dice. Gotta make sure he's gonna say something.
41.
41. He goes, well, there's one change, and then that's all you hear from your Demi.
Well, whatever that is, we gotta fix it.
So, and that is where we're gonna end tonight's game. Hey! But hey, you guys found Mila. That was a random encounter. You could have not ended up.
Yo! Yay!
I made our name an actual thing. I did random encounters. You guys are just rolling to die today.
Yeah.
There's actually 3 encounters that you could have rolled on, and you guys avoided each and every single one of them on that dice. I was like, how did you? There's 3. There's literally one uneventful. It's very peaceful for today. There's another one where it would have been just like, hey, you met somebody who's a merchant.
Yeah.
And then another one was just like you got to like experience just a cool phenomenon that was going to happen, and that was it. And then there was one really dangerous one. I'm really glad you didn't get that one. So, really glad you didn't roll that one. But
man.
thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah. Very good time. Thank you for the chance to play.
Thanks
I
for
enjoyed it.
blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had fun. I
love
hope you
blood.
did. I hope you guys enjoyed it at home, enjoyed watching.
You guys will be back in July. We will get that schedule put together and up on the website so that everybody can know when that's coming back.
Yes.
But we get to see you in the chair next Friday for Scion.
Yeah, and if you are interested in gods and all of this god play, and you are interested in a modern setting as well, Scions is the game for you. We're going to have a lot of fun. It is going to entail a lot of being a badass and badassery.
Sounds fun.
So make sure to join us. You got anything else you want to add to that?
No, I had a great night. Thanks for the chance to hang out and play.
Yeah.
So we will.
Awesome.
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. We've been Trademark Heroes, Random Encounter Productions. Thanks to Ariel, Scott, Lauren, Thomas, Meg, Cody. I'm not saying names anymore. I've been Andrew. All right, I'm just not giving myself the friggin' R
You
today.
guys have been joining Andrew for the short time we've had him.
Andrew's been improving for a good portion of this. All right. I've been Andrew. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time next month. Peace out.
Bye.
Woo!